Hi. Day 17, this poor man. What? I'm having a good time. No, actually, though, that makes it sound like I'm not having a good time. No, but I am. Far from the longest I've spent on a challenge, that's for sure. I will say, though, this is taking longer than I thought, but I'm also, like, dilly-dallying. I'm dilly-dallying. Doing a bit of dillying and a bit of dallying. But still, like, hey, I'm having a good time. I'm chilling. Usually, my deadline for getting challenges done is dependent on when I last uploaded a video on the main channel. And I sort of... Well, I did do that earlier this week, right? Well, I guess it's the next week now, because for us, the week starts on Sunday, but that's not true in all cultures. So, on Wednesday, a video went live. Sorry, I'm putting Vaseline on my lips, if that's alright with you guys. Yeah, so, you know, I had a video go up on Wednesday, so I'm like, hey, man, the timer basically reset as far as when to finish this challenge, you know? So, like, I'm chilling. No, it's not alright. How dare you? Well, frick you, alright? Did you get your camera? Yeah, I got my camera. Yeah. Everyone who was so sad that I didn't have a camera last stream, you'll be happy to know that I have a new camera. Yo, we do not use that language here. I mean, I would do a lot of things if I was pushed to the brink, you know? A lot of things that on my moral compass I would not do. Like, if I had a gun, I'm not one to go, you know, popping people. But if somebody was like, hey man, dude, like, give me, like, your wallet or I'm gonna shoot you. I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do. Especially if, like, the lives of myself and the people that I love are in danger. Sir, what? We're toying with the hypothetical that I need to, you know, I need to go outside the bounds of what I would normally do if in a situation calls for it. That's all I'm saying. I don't have a gun. This is just a made-up scenario. Why is my name on the screen? Next to the YouTube symbol? That's because you were the last person to get a membership. The last sub is next to the Twitch logo, and the last membership is next to the YouTube logo. What the freak? Yeah, like, dude, I'm not, like, one for this coarse language, but if the situation calls for it, I'm gonna drop a what the frick, dude. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Mr. Frenchman. You're on thin ice, Buster. Yeah, when am I not on thin ice? When am I ever on strong, sturdy ice? Is there ever a time where I'm trekking on stable grounds, like, ever? Is life not just trying to tiptoe your way around in the most harmless way possible so that you don't sink? Is that not what life is? Summer? I cannot wait for summer. Man, don't even get me started. You know, maybe this isn't the right... You know what? No, this is the right mentality, because having optimism is always the right mentality. Not always, but most of the time. But, like, it's starting to become warmer. And when I say warm, it's becoming 30s and 40s most days, rather than teens and zeros. That's really nice. And maybe I shouldn't be so thankful for temperatures that are not that warm, but, you know, it's nice to not go outside and breathe in the air and cough, because you know how, like, you exhale and your breath, it, like, does the steamy? Sometimes it'll get so cold so that when you inhale, it'll steam on your way down to your lungs, and it feels like you hit the vape pen. You ever have that happen? Yeah, it's gonna rain all week, but that's the thing, is it's gonna rain all week. It's not gonna snow all week, it's gonna rain all week. Literally, it rained about a week ago. I was on the couch with Bonnie, sitting on the couch with Bonnie, and it was raining outside. And I stopped for a second, and I listened to it, and I was like, that's rain! That's air! You ever watch that Malcolm in the Middle episode where Hal gets into speed walking, and he videotapes the guy speed walking, his rival, and he sees that he did not have 2 feet on the ground. There was a brief moment where there was air underneath his feet, and he goes, that's air! I looked at her and I said, it's raining. Doesn't that sound nice? It sounds nice to hear rain and not snow. It just sounded nice. I don't know, but that's where I'm at. That's how desperate I am. for nicer weather. That I got one day of, like, cold, dark rain, and I was like, damn, at least it's cold, dark rain. He totally cheated by hopping. Oh, dude, totally. Alright, anyway, hi, how's everyone doing today? I'm Dagnel, and we are on day 17 of paying off every debt in every Animal Crossing game, with the twist that we need to pay off every debt in a different manner within that game. So, otherwise we would just abuse turnips or other profitable money-making methods throughout the games. And that would be repetitive, a bit boring. It would be a lot faster, and we'd definitely be done by now, but it would be more boring. So anyway, we're in Animal Crossing New Leaf, and if you peep the browser here, we have paid off the first 5 of the 20 debts that this game has. Now, I did bundle the floors, the individual floors together, all 3 of them. Every floor after the main room has 3 individual debts to increase its size, and I mean, that's just ridiculous, so I bundled them together. Right now, we're working on the sea creature bundle. We paid off the first one last stream, a couple days ago. Now, we're going to work on the 6x6 main second floor expansion. And that is what we're going to do today. More deep sea creature diving. So yeah. Hi. Back. The webcam is back. It also looks a little bit... There we go. Yeah, that's better. I don't like my head was too close to the top of the screen. Hi! Yeah, webcam's back. Not fixed, the webcam, but... Is the lighting, like, auto-adjusting? I look like... My skin looks so smooth. And now it's really dark. I gotta tinker with the settings, I think.
Hola!
Whoa. 38 months. Many months of Mr. Dagnel. Glad to see that Cam is back, and I wish everyone a very happy and successful Sunday.
You're Urple? I don't think so. Am I? My skin just looks really smooth. It looks like I have a filter on. The image is so crisp.
Hola!
Something about this is weird.
Yippee.
Yeah, it like gets really bright. Oh my god, it gets so bright. Okay, I gotta have to tinker with the settings a little bit, because that's like it like, look, it's like auto exposure. Yeah, I thought I had turned that off. I thought I turned that off, but whatever. Happy St. David's Day. What? What the fuck did David do to get a holiday? No, it's St. Daniel's Day. Whatever. Thanks, Junie Beep, for the 38 months, and Crystal Noonan for the 6 months. I appreciate that. Enjoy your emotes, and enjoy your ad-free viewing. There's a little mic static. There's a little mic static. Wait, really? I don't know if anyone else is hearing that. Happy Connor Griffin Homer Day? Really? Tell me all about it. Give me the exit velo. Give me the launch angle. I don't hear it. Okay, hang on. I have good headphones. I can probably hear it if it's a thing. Hang on, let me listen to myself for a minute here. It sounds fine. I think it sounds fine, but I don't know. I hear a little crunch when you get louder. Alright, let me wait for the bell to stop tolling for me, and then I'll be a little bit loud, and then I'll see then. Okay, I'm speaking really loud to see if there's any mic static. I don't know. If there is some, I think it's normal. I think that's sounds fine to me. I don't hear it. Okay. Good. Hi. I look weird. The lighting, it's weird. Hang on. It's freaking me out. Like, I gotta make this whole room... There we go. I think it's because I had the blinds open too much. My teeth look, like, stupid. This whole, like, shit. I look too smooth. I look too soft. My skin looks too... I look like I have a filter on. But that's, like, perfect lighting right there. Holy shit. That's the best my lighting is... When I hold my hands like this... That's the best my lighting has looked in forever. Look at that. And then... But yeah, because it's blocking the light that comes from my window. to the right. But, like, I can't make the sun go down, dude. I have the blinds as closed as they'll be. Whatever. It's just gonna have to be the way it is. Alright, whatever. Hi. Dagnel. And we're gonna do some deep-sea creature diving. We left off at 54 hours, 38 minutes, and 13 seconds. We're working on the 6x6 second floor expansion. That is 498,000 bells. I think that we are at a grand total of... My controller turned off. We're at a grand total right now, with nothing in my bank account, of 51,739. If you don't like deep-sea creature diving, skip. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to skip, like, a few streams forward, man, because we're gonna be doing this for a while, and that's all we're going to be doing today. However, luckily, New Leaf provides the option of being able to do your debts in a different order. So, if after paying off this debt, we choose... Like, I'm sick of deep-sea creature diving, we could pivot to one of the other debts and do that instead. Whatever that is. Fish, bugs, turnips, interest. Probably not interest, because I don't want to make a mess of my town. I don't want to make, like, a mess of my town by, like, time-traveling a whole bunch forward and getting a bunch of weeds and having to be all nasty. I love deep-sea diving. Do you like it in New Horizons, or do you like it in New Leaf? Do you like it in both? I like it in New Horizons a hell of a lot more than I like it in New Leaf. I'll tell you that much. Where's our YouTube comments? They should be on the screen. They, for some reason, take like a second to show up. Unlike Twitch, where if you comment something, it goes through and it shows up immediately. For some reason, YouTube has a delay on it. I don't know why, but they are there. New Leaf is harder. It is harder, and it's just more annoying as well, because shit can just, like, leave the boundaries, and the jellyfish sting you, and it's just... It's annoying. He's diving with a binky. How does he breathe? Well, you don't breathe when you're under the water, right? It's not like the binky is keeping it so that he can't breathe under the water. I don't think he was able to do that anyway. I spent 300,000 turnips this morning, New Leaf. So let's just say if I don't have a good trajectory this week, Tom Nook is getting it. You're gonna murder him? Or, like, I don't know. Getting it is... Like, what are you gonna do to him? You gonna shoot him? That's a fucking ventilation device. Rebreather. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna get it all right. Yeah, but, like, what are you gonna do to him, exactly? The delay for YouTube isn't as bad as it used to be, though. Yeah, I think that YouTube is just, like, the inferior live streaming platform. For a few reasons. One of which, yes, the chat doesn't show up right away. And also, it's not as intuitive. But that's because it wasn't built for that. But, I don't know. It's way better than Twitch overall as a platform. YouTube sucks for mods. Yeah, I also think that, like, the mod capabilities are far fewer as well. You do not need to know what it is. Maybe not, but, like, I don't know, man. I feel like he's just the messenger, you know? Like, the market decides what the turnip prices are, right? You're not gonna go up to, like, your financial advisor and be like, yo, dude, why is the Dow Jones down 2% today? Right? Like, that's not... You wouldn't do that. It wasn't him. It wasn't, like, Chuck doing it. Whatever your financial guy is named. You're gonna be like, dude, Chuck, what the hell did you do? That's crazy that two fish can just spawn right next to each other. Why is Twitch being freaky about Tom Nook? That's normal, man. Welcome to the live stream, dude. Glad to have you here. I miss when moving to a new town, Tom Nook would pop up if your tree was good. Say, do you want to sell your catalog and how much your town was worth? Starting the next town already a millionaire? I also miss that, yeah. I thought that you don't have to sell your catalog, but you sell, like... And I don't know how it's calculated, but It's like the amount of public works projects that you've built in your town, the amount of like progress that you've made. I think you have the option to like keep your catalog if you want to and not sell as much. That was my understanding of it, but it's also been a long time since I've done that. Do you guys think for like the challenges that I do in Animal Crossing New Leaf, that would be fine? To give myself like a head start? Oh great, I'm gonna get fucking bozo here.
Camera back on my birthday. Sneering face emoji.
Sneering face emoji? Is that what I said? Sneering face emoji? That's the fucking, like... Ever look at a bug really close? Man, don't do that. Holy shit, he's actually... That's the most true thing he's ever said. Sneering? What, the pibble? That's not a sneer, man. That's like... That emoji's like sticking his, like, tongue out at me. That's a freaky emoji. No, man, no. Don't use the freaky emoji when you're talking about how my webcam is back. Like, oh yeah, dude, I can see you again. No, man, no. I'm already fucking freaked out by enough of you guys. But thanks for the 269 sat cat. I appreciate that. Sneering emoji. What the fuck does that even mean? That's not... I thought a sneer was like an angry look. A contemptuous or mocking smile, remark, or tone. I guess I would describe that as a sneer, then. That's a silly emoji. It's silly. It's a sneer, I guess. It's like a... It's like a sticking your tongue out and, like, taunting somebody. That's not even sneering. I read that from the Oxford Dictionary, man. That was straight from Mr. Ford. Ox.
Hola.
No more freaking Dag out, guys. Time to freak him in. MHM.
Mr. Dictionary. Hey, thanks so much for the 2 months, Tapioca. Enjoy your emotes and enjoy your ad-free viewing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Your webcam is back. Yes, can we stop talking about it? Thank you. The lighting from outside changing is more noticeable with this camera. Okay, so like, it's a pretty similar camera to what I had last time. It's the same, like, line of cameras, different model, if that makes sense. It's like you bought a Toyota Prius after you previously had a Corolla. You still bought a Toyota. I can probably make it look and work exactly the same before, but I don't know what settings I had. I mean, do you like it better? Like, I don't know. If you like it better, then I won't tweak nothing. If it's better than what it was before... And this is where, yeah, I do appreciate the feedback. If you like it more, I know that, like, the lighting is changing a lot, but if you like it more, then I won't change a damn thing. But if you don't, and you liked it the way it was before, then I don't know, I'll try to see if I can put it back. I can't promise that I will, because I do not frankly remember how I had it before. It's probably just a cloudy day. No, it's actually a really sunny day. It's pleasant. It's nice. I'm getting like a lot of sun in my room, and it's really warm in here, and I like it. I think that's maybe the problem. I don't know. It's like too bright on one side, and then too dark on the other, you know? I just did like the John Cena. Pearl oysters are actually different. Just the lighting change is a bit weird. I mean, like, if I can get the lighting to stay stable, but stable good, then that would be... Chef's kiss. It looks dynamic. I look dynamic. Dude, if somebody said you look dynamic today, that would be like... That'd be good. The other camera wasn't built for streaming. This one is. Yeah, so, okay, I guess for the, like, you know, instead of just being vague and saying, like, same brand, different model, I went from a Sony Alpha Series 6100 to a Sony Alpha Series ZV-E10. I believe is the name of it. So those of you who know cameras, I don't know if you can do anything with that information and be like, oh, yeah, definitely a better choice. But there you go. Alright, first inventory full. The mic static seems to have cleared up. Dude, I never heard the mic static, and I swear it was only like 2 people telling me that the mic had static to it. Maybe I just had to blow the dust bunnies out of it. But I never noticed anything. That's just me. Dubai chocolate is bomb. I never had it. How's it going? You did a really good job at LCS last week. It was a fun time. Yeah, it was a good time. I hope that you guys, if you did watch, enjoyed watching it. Ah, yes, it's the XV69420. Dude, I'm sorry. That's just the fucking name of it, alright? It's, if you don't know what to do with that information, that's fine. I just wanted to give it for the people who did, okay? I'm not making fun of you. No, I know. I'm just saying, I know that they got ridiculous, stupid-ass names for these things. Like, I'm gonna be like, oh, yes, dude, the fuck-ass 69420 ZVIXXTV. Yeah, like it's a fucking barcode, man. No, I know. That's why they be calling cars, like, the Jupiter. Like, this is the Toyota Jupiter. And I'm like, nice, that's easy to remember at least, you know? Sad that you didn't win, but at least you went out honorably. A blast crosser standing? Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. Honorable is not the way to play those games. But I also didn't have it within myself to really play all that dishonorably. I agree that Dubai chocolate is bomb. When you say, like, bomb, like, it's bomb... You saying, like, it's whack? Like, it sucks? Or, because, like, I usually hear the bomb. Are you saying it's, like, mega ass? Or are you saying, like, it's pretty good? It's okay. I never had it. I don't know. I didn't even know it was a thing, to be honest with you. Somebody told me it's, like, chocolate with green shit in it. And I'm like, that doesn't sound that good. Bomb means good.
Yo.
Thanks, knock yourself out for the 3 months prime. I appreciate that.
If lightning was stable, it would be perfect. Hi, BTW.
Hi. Yeah, I gotta work on that, but we'll get it fixed up. Thanks, Jess, for the 204. I appreciate it. Thank you. Is chocolate with pistachio cream mixed with a crunchy filling? So it's like a Ferrero Rocher. Except instead of Nutella on the inside, it's pistachio. New can! New can! Yes, man. Yes, got an old new, like... Wait, what's
Yo.
Does that mean ass? New cans, like... When you say, like, nice cans, mama, that means, like, the boobs. New can, yeah. You like them? No, dude, you probably mean camera, though, huh? You probably mean camera. That's probably what you mean. I did not receive new breast implants. The old ones work just fine. But thank you. Yeah. Looks good, right? Nice, spider crab there. Dagnel boob job. Yeah, no, unfortunately not. Nice cans, mama. That sounds like... Ooh, that's another spider crab. Holy smokers. Don't give me that little piddly twerp little fucking thing I had to go around. Don't give me that little piddly shit, little guy. I don't want that. Now I want that. Damn, back-to-back spider crabs. Double D dag. That would actually go crazy, though. Pulled up the stream, and the first thing I hear is nice cans, mama. That I was going to say that sounds like some shit that, like... No, Pam wouldn't say... No, fuck. Pam wouldn't say that to somebody. Pam would be like... Stardew Valley Pam, to be clear. Stardew Valley Pam would be like... You like my cans? That sounds like some shit she would say. How are we all feeling, by the way, about Clint Clint being with a new marriage candidate. Now that you've had a few days to digest it, do you guys feel better about it? I gotta be honest with you, the internet was being very mean to Concerned Abe, and I was kind of sad. I hope that... I'm starting to see more waves of appreciation for the decision. Being like, you know what, this is a chance for him to... How long have you been streaming for? Yeah, about like 31 minutes. I'm hoping that he's redeemed. Right, I hope that like an arc of redemption is sort of like written in there. In the marriage candidate reworking. I was so sad. Like, I don't know. I don't love Clint. I greatly dislike him in that game. But again, like, I said it the other day, it's like, having a character that you dislike is a good thing, you know? Not because, like, I don't know. You need somebody to hate, you know? I ordered another copy of AC&L again. I miss it. What's the copy of AC&L going for nowadays? Is 3DS games retro now? $7,300. They are not going for $7,300. You must have been referring to someone else's comment. There's no way you talk about that damn $7,300. 30 quid on Saks. I cannot fucking believe that you guys called a game store Saks, but whatever. Alright, that's not bad though, right? If my, like, quid to USD conversion is right. Oh, horsehair crab. It's CEX, not Saks. I know, but, like, dude, come on now. What are you gonna make somebody believe? What are you gonna make somebody believe? Shane most hated? Everyone I know loves him. I hate Shane. It will always be Saks. It is, dude. I've tried to get into Stardew like 3 times now. Doesn't that suck when like a game is very popular and you try it hoping to be as... Nah, that's just gonna go under the dock. Doesn't that suck when you try to get into a game and like it just doesn't hit the same way that it seems to do for every other person? And you're like, what am I doing wrong? Because everybody likes it, but I don't. There's enough evidence out there that this is a good game. So the problem must be me, right? I feel that way about some things. Not games specifically. Movies, media in general. That's how I feel about Stardew. See, like, I love Stardew, so I kind of have a hard time seeing how somebody wouldn't enjoy it, but also, I'm sure that that's how, you know, a lot of people feel about whatever they enjoy, you know? Like, who could hate Fast Car by Tracy Chapman? Honestly, how could you? It's the perfect song. But, I don't know. Yeah, it just doesn't mean as much to other people, maybe.
Hola.
I hate Minecraft. Thanks, Kaishu, for the 32 months. Enjoy your emotes and enjoy your ad-free viewing. Thank you. Don't come at me. Ah, sorry. You just got like you struck me in like a sore spot, man. Minecraft, dude. Well, I hope you like Animal Crossing. Well, I hope you do too. I don't really know why somebody would be here if they don't. I don't get it that if you don't like Stardew or Minecraft. But I mean, like, yeah, I can't convince you otherwise. I'm not gonna be here selling you the game, right? I get nothing from you enjoying it, other than I guess you enjoy it, and that makes me happy, right? I never got the Stardew hype. The thing is that, like, it's not really meant to generate hype, you know? It's a very, like, low-key game. Nothing about it generates hype exactly, other than the fact that it's just a good game, you know? I feel like Fortnite, for example, generates hype by constantly, like, dropping, like, new crossover characters and doing, like, big events within the game. That's the kind of game that generates hype. Stardew doesn't really do that. It's just a good game, you know? Do you think there's an equivalent of hate watchers for video games? No, but if what you're asking is, like, do you think that people hate watch... Do you think that, like, people would hate watch my stream? People might hate watch my stream, but that's probably because they would hate me rather than the game. Now, I don't know if I go out... I don't really try to go out, like, making enemies, but... I don't know, I've been doing this for, like, 6 years now. There's no doubt in my mind that some people have come along the way that are not too fond of me. I don't know, maybe I was, like, rude or something. That's possible. I've been rude before. Many times, actually.
Meow.
Meow. Thank you, Pickled Isaac, for the 5 months. Actually, 5 months right now for 6 months in advance. Thank you. Enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing for the next 6 months. I appreciate that. Stardew is too much, way too complicated for my damaged brain. I think that one thing that Stardew... This isn't even Stardew thing. Maybe partially Stardew thing. If you could say, like, Stardew's fault. Maybe you could say it's, like, partially its fault, but it does have a lot to it. But the thing is that you don't have to overwhelm yourself so quickly with all the things that the game has to offer, you know? It's meant to be played casually, but so many people who play the game... And how do people, like, learn about games anymore? A lot of the time they learn about it through YouTube and Twitch and other people playing the game and they watch it, right? And now everybody, and I'm guilty of this for Animal Crossing, so this is not me being, like, condemning this, because I do it. But people play it in such an optimized manner that it makes people think that if they're casually observing the game, that they need to play it like that too. No, it's very much meant to be played in a very casual way, where you just digest things as you go. Yeah, there's a lot, but you don't need to... You can, like, slowly indulge yourself into it, rather than, oh, I gotta complete the community center in year 1. No, you don't gotta. You don't gotta do that. In fact, I don't think it was made to do that. It was not made to do that. You can, like, chill out. Take it easy. But I also don't blame you for thinking that that's something that you need to do if you've only ever watched people play Stardew, where it's like, damn, this dude is trying to make sure that he gets the red cabbage from the traveling merchant so that he can do all the community center bundles in year 1. And it's like... stressful. So, yeah, there's a lot. But also, like, you don't gotta worry. You gotta... You could also take it gradually. And maybe that's not the issue. Maybe you're just saying it's a lot because it's just a lot. And it is. There is a lot. And maybe it's nobody that spoiled it for you. It's just the fact that it is a lot. And that's fine, too. Again, I'm not here to sell people on it, you know? But no, you don't gotta do no damn completion. You don't gotta do no community center year 1. You don't gotta get 100%. I've never 100%ed Stardew once in my life. But then people will say, like, if they've only ever watched me play Animal Crossing, they're like, oh my god, I gotta get all the bugs, I gotta get all the fish, I gotta do all the museum, I gotta pay all the debts, like, as fast as possible. No, you don't, no, you don't, no, you don't, no, you don't. I don't want to warp people into thinking that this is how you're supposed to play the game. I play the game because I'm in this stupid way, because I'm stupid. And it's my job. But you are under no obligation. I have over 2,000 hours playing Stardew, and I've never reached perfection. Honestly, if there wasn't a counter in the game telling you how to get perfection, who would do it naturally? 2,000 hours in that game, who would do perfection? They have you do some, like, stupid shit. Frankly, I think that there's a lot of very silly things that go into perfection in Stardew. They want you to, like, ship one of everything. And it's like, why would I ship, for example, an iridium bar? I'm not shipping that. I'm using that to make my damn sprinklers. Yeah, that thing's just gone. I'm not gonna ship that. I know a YouTuber who 100% at Animal Crossing. Cold Eggman, 100% at Animal Crossing New Leaf. Brian MP16, 100% at Animal Crossing GameCube. Maybe there's more, but that's the only ones I know of. I'm surprised you haven't done a Stardew Perfection video. Maybe eventually. It would take like a long time, though. But that's okay. It's, you know, hey, look at the bottom right corner, right? When has that ever been something that I've been worried about? What do you think of paying off a debt via Leela's Market? No, no, no. I don't think I'm gonna do that. No, I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna do that. She pays like a fucking like. No, dude, I don't think. No, that'd have to be like one of the cheaper debts. Certainly not one of the ones that I still have to do at this point. No, I'm not doing that. What's up, Max Zer? Took me 70 hours to 100% Stardew, but that was like 3 years ago. That's actually not bad. I feel like it would take me way longer. She pays 5% of the value. Yeah, like... No, I don't know about all that now. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. I hate fishing in Stardew. You take that back right now. It's honestly, I think, the best fishing minigame across any game that has fishing. That's my true and real opinion. And I say this as an Animal Crossing stan. People don't say that no more. Couldn't get away from the word stan a few years ago. Jeez, people stopped saying stan. Like, people don't stan things anymore. But, like, it's way better than Animal Crossing, which is just hit the button fast. You know? I say that I'm also biased because I'm bad at Animal Crossing fishing. So, of course, I don't like it as much. Hey there, big man, big boy, my large fella. Get over here. You want stalker fans? No, I don't want stalker fans. I'm saying nobody stands, like, nobody says I stan anymore. Nobody, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, like, it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I don't hear it no more. I mean, you caught 300 fish in a row? Me? When? Oh, maybe for the one where it's if I miss a fish, I restart. Did I really get up to 300? That's fucking crazy. I didn't think I got that many. Dagnel, do you know what Kaya means? K-H-I-A. Kingdom Hearts. Is awesome. Kingdom Hearts is awesome. Thanks for the 10 stream watch streak. Nice. I was trying to think about how I was going to take that. And I settled on just... Kingdom Hearts is awesome. And I think that, yeah. What's it stand? Is that what it stands for? I just rewatched it. It was 302? Fuck, really? That's crazy. So you told me I got the Castmaster 3 times over, basically. It's all based on reaction time in Stardew, and I suck at that. That's fair enough, but I would argue it's way more based on reaction time in Animal Crossing. That's literally the whole minigame in Animal Crossing is reaction-based. It's just press the button fast. Stardew, it's like, if you don't react right away, there is still a chance if the slippery sucker hasn't slipped its suck too far off the fishing bar. What did I just say? You know what I mean, though, right? Oh, fuck. Damn it. That's a spider crab. What is this spider crab worth? I should really know this. Is it like 10 grand? 12 grand? Every time... Oh, it's another one, though. Lucky me. Lucky me. Why do you swim so slow when you're underwater? I think the dredge fishing mechanic is pretty good too. It is actually really good, you know? Now you got me thinking, do I like the Stardew fishing mechanic or the dredge one more? I was just checking to see if you came back within the boundaries, but you didn't. Sorry, good day. 10k bells for a spider crab. Damn, so that's 10k that slithers away every time one of those leaves the boundaries or despawns for any reason. You know, I could try to, like, rhythmically press the button instead of spamming it. That's exhausting. I don't know. That's almost more exhausting to do it like that than to just spam the A button. Like, to whoop, 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 whoop. Like, do it rhythmically. Because if you miss a beat, then you lose optimal swimming. Like, press, 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 press. Like that, yeah, I don't know, because my whole thing is like, man, I hate spamming this fucking button for like 3 hours every time I stream, but like, what if I was more rhythmic about it? I thought the spider crab was 12k. Is it 12k? Well, it's even worse then. Why is swimming in New Horizons so much louder? Honestly, I'm so used to this, I don't even remember what it sounds like in New Horizons. Man, Dredge is great. That is, yeah, a very good game. You should play it right now. All of you. Oh, what do I pick? Yeah, this guy's probably a good choice. What is it, like Red King Crab? He's gonna go into the boat, though. Yep! I looked down at the minimap and I was like, I'm mighty close to that dock there. Sure enough. I like how the lighting got really dark as well. That's genuinely how I feel. Kill Captain. I might. Draped in darkness. It's really a reflection of my soul. Whenever an expensive sea creature swims underneath something and despawns. Truly. Do you think you could slurp... What? Dude, do you think... Alright, hang on a minute. I gotta focus on catching whatever the fuck... I cannot read that comment right now. Do you think you can slurp Captain's head water? Somebody just asked me, do you think you could slurp Captain's head water? What the hell are you talking about? He's a Kappa. Sorry, that doesn't really help me, I'm afraid. First stream I caught live. What a good sign for March. Hey, glad to have you here. Did you guys know Shuckle the Pokemon is full of juice? Really? Are you saying that his ass is like full of water? Exactly what he said. Okay, but no, you guys are like... Are you telling me like a Kappa's head is like full of water? Kappas have water in their head bowls. Their head bowls, huh? I might have to take a look at this. Ah, it's just a fucking seaweed, man. Getting my fucking ass all the way from top of the ocean just to bring my ass down here. See bubbles just for it to be a fucking seaweed. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna go check out this guy's head bowl, apparently. Don't you kill them or something if you drink it? Bless you. Everyone say bless you to him right now or you're banned. Hang on. Let me see your fucking head bowl, bro. Let me see your head bowl. Dude, that's just like a bald spot. That's not a bowl. That's not just a bald spot. What are you talking about? What are you honestly on about? First time catching a stream. Hi, hi. What's up? I thought it was a hat. I thought he just had a just giant ass bald spot. It doesn't look like it's receded. Well, his hairline looks like it's receded, but you know what I mean? It doesn't look like a bowl. It looks like a lid, which is the opposite of a bowl if you think about it. The lid is on. So you tell me that that's just like a hat. You tell me I could like get underneath his head. I could like lift his like toupee up and like and I'd kill him? Concave and convex are the words you're looking for. Girlfriend and wife are the words you're looking for. Pretty good deal right there. The monk look. Yeah, that Martin Luther type shit. Yeah. Been watching your YouTube videos for years. Never occurred to me that I could follow you on here. Hi. Yeah, no, that's cool. I appreciate you stopping by. First 100 grand in the bank. We need 5 times that. The lighting is very good about conveying my emotions, though, because like every time I say something that's dreadful, fills me with dread, the lighting does get the message and darken appropriately. Like, I'm gonna say something like happy now. Like, I'm gonna be like, I saw a dog on the way to work today. And it's gonna, like, lighten up. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Whoop! The camera's listening. It does have a windscreen, indicating that it has a microphone, so I think that is technically true. Still your thoughts on 100+ hours? Yeah, I think we can still do this well under 100 hours. It's AI. Everything's fucking AI now. Hi, I love kappas and yokai. I shall explain. The bowl on their head is called a Sara, and they will very much die if the water in the bowl spills or dries up. So you're telling me he can never, like, trip? He can never stumble, trip, or be held upside down by a nefarious force. Otherwise, the water will leak out of his Sara, and he will die. That's fucking crazy. You tell me I can never give him, like, a swirly, like, dunk his head in the toilet bowl, because all the water would come out and he would die, so I can never give his ass a swirly? Yes, but kappas are also low-key evil, so I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I've seen the part where they, like, suck the souls out of, like, children or something like that. Some shit like that, yeah. Surely it would be replaced by toilet water. But, yeah, okay, but if you replace the water in their Sara with toilet water, I feel like they would get, like, a disease, though. Is there a reason you're not going to the island for beetles? Because beetles are for later. For a later segment. Right now we're doing sea creatures. Would hot dog water be any better? Maybe. I hate when I'm like in between two of these guys. I have to pick one. And I pick wrong! And then this guy's gonna fucking despawn. Watch, watch, watch. It'll be so funny. It's gonna be so funny when he does. It's gonna be so funny. Oh, never mind. You can't replace the water because it's special water. Oh, it's like holy water. Oh, okay. Can you pee in it? Forbidden bidet. First of all, what is wrong with you? Second of all, you don't pee into a bidet. What are you doing? Okay, so every time I talk about how the average non-bidet owner would not understand how much better their life would be if they owned a bidet, and I think I'm realizing it's because nobody fucking knows what a bidet is. People think you urinate in it. I swear by the fact that people's lives would genuinely improve if they had a bidet. And people insist that that's disgusting. And I'm like, what is disgusting about it? I think wiping your ass with toilet paper is way more disgusting than that. And now I'm realizing it's because you guys don't know what the fuck a bidet is. You guys think that you urinate in the bidet. You don't urinate in the bidet. In fact, I would encourage you greatly to not do that. Don't. Thank you. Is more sanitary. Men don't use wet wipes, that's why you stink. Men don't use wet wipes because they understand the effects that it has on the local sewage system. That's not why they stink. Partially. Not completely, though. I've heard from a friend that a bidet is life-changing. Yeah. I think people think it takes the water right out of the bowl instead of the pipes. Oh, you think... Really? Not you, but you're saying that what other people think is that it takes the same damn doo-doo water that you just did your business in, and it uses that to clean your butt? No, dude, it uses the same water that comes out of your tap that you use to fill your glass and drink out of. Who thinks that? I don't know. But I don't know. I just want to clear that up in case anyone does think that. Diarrhea-ass water. Man, no. I'm Italian and we're required by law to have a bidet in our home. I can't tell if that's real or if it's just like everybody has a bidet there. Legally. Doesn't it pull from the tank? No, it pulls from a separate line. You, like, split the line. One line fills the tank. One line gives water to the bidet. So it doesn't even pull it from the tank. It pulls it from the line that feeds the tank. There is so much misinformation out there, man. It's crazy. The bidet misinformation is crazy. Now I'm seeing why people don't like them. Or they think it's disgusting. You think it's pulling straight from your tank? No. It's a real law, I swear to God. That's actually awesome. In theory, water from the bidet is drinkable. Yes. It's not intuitive, but yes. Is it difficult to install on a normal toilet? Maybe it's just because I've done it like 8 times now. Like, no exaggeration. With all how much I've moved in my life, and how much I've, like, bought them for other people, being like, hey, you gotta use this. And they're like, okay, fine, but you have to install it. And I've done it. I swear to God, I think I've installed it like 8 times now in my life to where I can do it in like 15 minutes. It's not too bad, but I'm basically an expert at this point. That's a goner. Forget it. I'd love a bidet, but my mum would go insane. See, this is driving me nuts, though, because you know that there's like a... You know that there's a button that you have to use to turn it on, right? And you could tell Mother, don't use it. Just don't press the on button. Don't turn the knob or whatever. You're spreading the word of the bidet. Yeah, I'm like the bidet consigliere. Listen to me. Yeah, but when do mothers listen? Dude, I'm sorry, but like... if you put it on there and she used it on accident, she'll learn. She'll learn pretty quickly not to do that again. If you could tell her whatever, but, you know, sometimes, yeah, maybe they don't listen. Fine, trial by fire. Turn it on when they're not expecting it, and then you'll never make that mistake again. Not that it's gonna, like, hurt or anything like that. It will just be quite the surprise. Bidet Jesus, yeah. My mom won't have one in the house, and I'm like, seriously? Why would one adamantly refuse to have one? That I do not understand. Why would one be like, I do not want this thing that I am not under no obligation to use? Like that, I don't understand that in the slightest. The Kings just fired their coach? How am I supposed to feel about this? I don't fucking know. I don't watch the Kings very much. You're not talking about the Sacramento ones either, right? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who the hell their coach was before. I think maybe they think bidets will increase the water bill $10 a month. Not if you don't leave it running. That's like running your faucet an extra like 30 seconds once a day will make your water bill go up by $10 a month. First of all, even if a bidet made my water bill $10 more expensive a month, worth it. 100% worth it. Second of all, you use the same amount of water as you do like washing your hands. I'm gonna guess. For Italians needing proof, it's a law passed in 1975 by the National Sanitary Department. That's crazy. 1975, and the Italians were already on this bidet shit. It took the United States until like 2020 for us to start realizing the miracle that is a bidet. And even then, it's still a very much like minority thing. I think most Americans definitely do not have a bidet. But it's finally like popular enough for people to have at least heard about it, you know? My husband says they're scared of getting surprise bum blasted. Dude, it doesn't surprise you. You press a button, it turns on. It does what the fuck it said. It's not gonna be like, I'm gonna fucking shoot water up this guy's asshole. No, dude, it doesn't scheme. It doesn't plot. It doesn't surprise you. It goes when you tell it to go. I'm like picturing like this like little gremlin in like your toilet is like, and I'm like, I'm gonna get him this time. And he shoots a jet of water up your bunghole. Dude, no, it only goes when you tell it to go. You're helping me win this argument. Dude, look, just get a bidet, and if you have a bidet, just give it a try one time. And if you don't like it, whatever. But like, man. AI-powered bidet. No, it's like a little gremlin. Maybe one day, it'll be an AI-powered bidet. In fact, that's entirely plausible. Why am I even like... Oh, yeah, that could happen. No, that's entirely the direction the world's going, isn't it? What if I get traumatized? Dude, I'm sorry. If a jet of water that you turned on... If a jet of water that you said, spray my butthole, traumatizes you because it sprays your butthole, I'm sorry. I don't mean to victim blame. What the hell were you expecting? And by the way, it's not like a violent jet stream. It is... Usually they have, like, knobs on them to adjust the water pressure. Start low. Start low, work your way up, alright? This is fucking driving me nutso, man. I'm gonna lose my mind. Is that big? That's such an awkward spot, even if it is. Get away from the shore, please. Yay, we're getting a bidet now. Aw, dude. Love to hear it. Or get a para-bottle. Yeah, you could also get, like, portable ones. I never use those. I can't vouch for them. I'm saying, man, you use a bidet for 1 week, you'll never want to go back to toilet paper. You'll never want to defecate in public ever again. Because you'll be like, I feel disgusting. It's seriously barbaric. My question is, would you dry your whole ass with the bidet blast? You don't dry your whole ass. You use toilet paper to dry it. You use toilet paper to dry it. Like, all these questions are so fundamentally flawed that... But you know what? It is sort of like an embarrassing Google, because I would be like, Google it. But you know what? Yeah, I wouldn't really want to type into my fucking browser, like... How do you dry your ass off after using a bidet? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to put that in my browser. Get it sent to the fucking, like, Mark Zuckerberg sees it. Damn, okay, okay, okay. Keep giving me more of those hauls. We'll be done with this in no time. Just pat it down, yeah. I didn't want to poop in public before a bidet. That's true, but now you really don't want to. Who poos into public restrooms anyway? It's the most embarrassing thing that you could ever do. I'm sorry. I'm tarnishing this person's sub-message. Did I subscribe to the Bidet Hype Club? Yes, you did. Thank you, Dandelion Prophet, for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing. Yes, you did. I'm sorry. I was reading a comment over your comment as it was being read, which somebody said... What was it? Who poos in public restrooms anyway? That's the most embarrassing thing that you could ever do. Yeah, but that's so true, man. It is. It's fucking embarrassing, man. If you, like, peep under all the stalls to make sure nobody else is there, and then you take, like... You take, like, a stall, and then somebody walks in, and you're like, oh my god, dude, no! Some of us have Crohn's disease. Yeah, exactly. People who use the bathroom in public... There's many of us. Well, us. I'm not one of them, but... There's many people out there who need that. I mean, sometimes you gotta go. Dude, I know, man. I know. Dude, the Nooks have bidets in stock. I think I know they're a thing in New Horizons. I don't know about in this game. I think they are, because Japan's been pretty sold on the bidet ideology for a while. Isn't there like a super toilet in this game or something like that? Where it's like got a little like bidet attachment on it? American stalls are not private enough. That is true. There's always like little gaps between the wall and the door. There's like a giant opening underneath the door where if someone were to be very rude, they could like, you know, keep their little head underneath there and be like, hey, you're taking a dookie. And I'd be like, yes, man. Yeah, no, you're kind of right. Europe, they get an actual floor-to-ceiling wall. That's actually crazy. I'd be going in there all the time, but that's just to get, like, quiet time. I'd be like, I'm in my little, like, cubicle. My little, like, poopy-smelling cubicle. But at least it's private. Yeah, but in Europe, you also have to pay to use it. That can't be true everywhere in Europe. I refuse to believe that that's true everywhere. I've heard that, but I refuse to believe that everywhere in Europe, you have to pay to use a public restroom. First of all, that should be a crime. Then again, in America, we kind of have that, where they're like, restrooms for paying customers only, which is basically making you pay to use the restroom, but I don't know. I refuse to believe that that's true, though. I refuse to give into misinformation just because one person said it. I'm going to fight the good fight and not believe that. True for the UK, it's like 20 to 25p. I don't believe that. I refuse to believe that. That might, like, maybe some places, but I refuse to believe that that's everywhere. 99.9% of places. It's true for 95% of places unless you have a special key, like me, because you're disabled. Do they want people to, like, shit themselves? I live in Belgium, and unfortunately, you gotta pay. That is fucking crazy. Isn't that literally like a quarter? Dude, is a quarter too much if it is? What does that do? Like, what is it? Okay, like, whatever. The money gets used to, like, pay off this and that. But, like, also, is it to, like, oh, people might be doing, like, drug... I don't know, maybe I'm too, like, America brain. But, like, I feel like the logic is, like, oh, they might be doing, like, drugs in there or something. I've never paid, and I've always lived in the UK. That's fucking crazy. I keep hearing, like, people being like, yeah, 100%, 99.9%, and then people in the UK also like, nah, dude, I don't know where the fuck you live. Maybe it's like a city-per-city thing, like London. Maybe, but maybe not in the middle of Nottingham. And I'm sorry, dude, but I went into, like, gas stations before, like, on road trips, where they have a sign that's, like, bathroom for paying customers only, and I defy that rule every single time. And nobody ever gives me shit about it, because it's like, what are you gonna do? What do you want me to piss? Around the back? I can do that. Fuck you. Maybe. Oh, no, I'm surprised. Yeah, like, minimum wage employee is gonna give me fucking shit for using their bathroom without buying something. I always feel obligated to buy something. I never understood that. I never understood people feeling weird about walking into a store or a place and then walking out without buying anything. That's never bothered me. And usually those sort of things bother me. But that one doesn't. Like, you know, some people are really bothered, and this is me. I get really, like, uncomfortable, like, going out to eat by myself. Even though it's, like, perfect, it's, like, whatever, who cares? I don't know, it weirds me out. But then I'm like, who cares when you walk in and out of a place without buying something? I feel under no obligation whatsoever. I'm also a white man. I don't know. Oh, hi. Like, what if I just want a window shop? You should be happy I even decided to stop in here. Wait, for real? Since when? Since when was I a white man? Wow, the new camera's pretty good quality then, huh? Yeah, I didn't know this thing was pretty good. Social structures are made up. Yeah, but, like, also, like... I don't know. They're there. Is it, like, yeah, they're made up, but they're also there. Ah, fuck that. Dagnel's a white man. I thought this was some sort of deep fake YouTuber with a voice changer. Alright, with all due respect, who would make a VTuber that looks like me? I see VTubers, and they be having, like, crazy-ass designs. Complicated and, like, just, like, whole, like... They be doing crazy shit with VTuber models, and, like, I know you're joking when you make that comment, but, like, I'm picturing someone who was, like, commissioning a VTuber model, and they're like, white guy, glasses, and they're like, oh, anything, like, special? No. Brown hair. I tell you, Dagnel, anime girl with big bazongas. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I'm sorry, dude. I don't mind VTubers. I really don't. I really, like, that's such a bad thing to have to preface, because it makes it sound like I fucking hate VTubers. No, I really don't. I actually quite enjoy the idea of it as being a way to interact with your viewers without actually revealing your personal identity via, like, a webcam. I think it's a great alternative. But holy shit. Do I be seeing VTubers sometimes? And I think y'all know what I'm gonna say, because I think you noticed it too. I'm sorry, man. Some of the fucking, like... Some of the breast physics on some VTuber models are just absurd. I'm like, man, you tell me you get, like, 3 seconds of, like, side-to-side motion from your bosoms because you turned your head to the right? Bro, be like, a VTuber model be like moving her head 2 inches to the left, and then fucking they. I'm like, man, come on now. You not be serious with me. Come on now, be serious. Be fucking serious with me, man. Like, I thought anime was bad at that shit. That is absurd. But whatever, you know. It's no skin off my back. I'm like, and they move so dynamically. It's like, what you telling me? Like, come on now. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Just more unrealistic expectations. Like, I'm not sorry. That's not even an expectation, man. Who could expect somebody to move like that? That's not even real, man. No. That's like saying I'm 11 feet tall. Like, it's not, nobody's expecting you to be 11 feet tall, man. Come on now. Oh, everyone wants like a 11-foot tall guy with muscle. No, they don't. What the hell are you talking about? No, they don't. Come on now. That's just ridiculous. Gotta be balloons, low-key. Not even low-key, man. It's like all you can see. Maybe I'm fucked up, though. Maybe I'm the fucked up. Maybe that says more about me, man. I don't know. Man, good hauls today. Good gracious. We're doing pretty well. What would Dagnel's VTuber model look like? It'd probably be like a fucking, like, hog. I don't know. And it's just like, yo, what's up, dude? And it, like, doesn't move. I don't know. I don't know, man. I kind of like the idea of, like, a PNG tuber. Stationary. Moves when you talk. But, like, that's kind of it. Minimal. I don't mind just using a webcam. But if I didn't use a webcam, I could, like, fuck with the idea of it, really. But I'm cool. I honestly, if I didn't have a webcam, I just wouldn't use anything. But if I wanted a more, you know, interactive experience in my streams without using a webcam, a PNG tuber would be, like, kind of the way to go. I think, anyway. Minimalistic VTuber. Yeah, I just probably wouldn't have anything. Like, disembodied voice. Yeah, disembodied voice streams. I think that when I do a no webcam stream, as we had last time, and the time before that as well, that's like, those are my favorite streams, man. I think I said as much when I was doing it, because I was like, first of all, I can pick my nose without shame. You understand the restraint that I'm having to have today? Second of all, I just feel like it's more chill, like way more chill. It demands like a less serious environment, and I'm not a serious person. It's like, I feel like it indicates to a viewer like, hey, we're just like hanging out, having a good time. When my face is on here, they're like, uh-oh, his face is there. It means business. No, I don't. I want it to be just as chill, but I don't know. Did anyone think that? No, man, you can't say that. Thank you for my mod timing that person out. Alright, my mod, like, nuked this message before it probably even saw the light of day for most people. I'm gonna read it because I think it's funny. It's weird, but it's also, like, funny. Somebody said, did anyone else think that Joan had a fat rack playing Wild World, or just me? And my mod was like, get the fuck out of here. That's good, though. That's good. Just you, buddy. Yeah. Mods nuke that guy. Oh, they did. They did. They did it before I even saw it. But if you're a mod, you get to see. You have the privilege, and I use that word very loosely. You get the privilege, the absolute highest honor of being able to see deleted messages. And I'm like, what is this like crossed out message that says user was timed out for 90 seconds next to? And I read it. And I'm like, oh, jeez. I've been binging your City Folk Museum run. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you've been enjoying it. Are you sure? I don't know if you've been binging it, probably, right? We were talking about it earlier, but it's like, do people like hate watch me? Do people binge hate watch my videos? Probably. Probably not. No, right? Surely not. I'd like to think not. Also, how can you hate me? I'm so handsome. Doesn't BTTV give you access to deleted messages? Oh, so you're telling me that some of you might have saw that as well. You'd have been like, huh, what is this message that was deleted? And then you unhit it, and you're like, oh, okay. Who could hate Dag? Oh, jeez, I got like one crab on the line, and I got a fucking spider crab ahead of me. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, hang on. I gotta lock in here. Hang on, and this spider crab after the red king crab, and like, holy Moses, dude. Don't despawn, don't despawn, don't despawn, don't despawn, don't despawn. Thank you! I fall asleep to these lives, it works a treat. I appreciate that, thank you. I hope that people do chill out to my streams. I don't know. If I could go back and start streaming again, I don't think I'd do much differently, because to be honest with you, I think I already made it further than I ever thought I would. So, why change much? But I think I would, like, alter my approach to be less, like, high energy, overly, I don't know. I don't think I'm an overly enthusiastic person. I think I'm quite the opposite, but I don't shut the fuck up either. But I've set that precedent of not shutting the fuck up, and so now if I do, and just kind of, like, be more chill, it's like, oh man, like, what's going on today? But I suppose that's something I could slowly, like, transition into. Just, I don't know. I love a good yap, though. Yeah, but also, like, I like streams. Like, this is me. I like watching streams where it's, like, they don't, like, not say anything, but, you know, only the occasional thing. And it's not about anything, I don't know. It's all, like, strictly works within the context of the stream as well, you know? Chill stream. I'm not a yapper, that's the thing. Is like, you guys would think I don't shut the fuck up in real life. If you didn't know me. Well, you don't know me. But you might think that, like, I talk this much in real life. No, I don't say a damn word. I barely speak. I get it all out here. Like, literally, all my, like, talking energy is drained from streaming. I don't got nothing in me after I'm done. Does the size of the fish/sea creature affect the bells that you get for selling it? No, like the inches that it tells you? No, just for fun. Just for tracking in the Critterpedia, which I think is fun. I'm kind of sad that New Horizons doesn't do that. I want to say thanks for your content. They help when I'm feeling down and you just need to escape, so thank you. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy the stuff, and I'm glad it helps you. The vibes are chill and immaculate. Good. That's what I want more than anything else. I just want to chill, you know? Nice, relaxing. I want to give a shout out to somebody, and I'm sorry. I feel like I'm not sorry, because I like this guy, and he's very nice. And he's my stream that I watch when I want to chill, and he's a fellow Animal Crossing streamer, so I think you guys will like him too. Drew Pag. He was streaming when I went live, because I was watching before. But, like, the dude is so chill. He speedruns, usually Golden Net. Usually Golden Net. Across the Animal Crossing series, which is catching all bugs. And I just watch and I'm like, I'm relaxed. I'm chilling. I was having like a panic attack in the car one time because, I don't know, I think I was just like really anxious for some reason, and we were driving in like a snowstorm. It wasn't even me driving. You think that I shouldn't be the one who's like freaking out, but I was. We were driving in like a snowstorm one time, and I was like trying to distract myself, and Drew was streaming, and I was like, nothing was working. Like, I tried all your typical like things that you would try to calm you down, breathing and like watching things to distract you. I threw on Drew's stream, and I'm like, 5 minutes, I was not freaking out anymore. I was like, I'm good. Alright, another 100 grand. And like the music of the city folk, I think he was playing in the background. Animal Crossing being the background helps a lot. How do you spell it? D-R-E-W-P-A-G. So if I do that, which is why I like when people come in here and they're like, hey, you help me out a lot when I'm, you know, panicking or not feeling well or whatever it is that you turn my stream on to, and it helps you. I understand more the value of that because I have those videos, I have those streamers, and I know what they mean to me. So, if someone says that I do that, there you go, there's a shout out. If somebody says that I do that for somebody else, I'm like, that's great, because you need that. What's the debt in this game? A lot. To put it vaguely. It's a lot. But we're chilling, we're chilling. We're knocking it out. Not fast, but we're knocking it out. Gave him a quick follow. Yeah, there you go. More times than I can count, I'll be having a mental breakdown or something. I'll start watching you, and not even a minute later, I'm jolly and joyous. See, that's like cool. It's like, I don't know what I do. I don't know what kind of secret formula I got for that, but if it works, man. And I appreciate it. Some people get offended if you're like, poo, my content puts you to sleep. Nah, like, I think most people would understand that that's not like, ah, oh, you're so boring, you put me to sleep. Like, no, dude. First of all, everybody needs to sleep, man. Second of all, no, I certainly would interpret it that way. People tell me that all the time. I got the secret sauce. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I guess I'll keep doing what I do, right? I learned a new thing about New Leaf today. Your villagers can plant flowers. Yeah, they can do that. They can do that in New Horizons too, right? Or do they just water them in New Horizons? Which majors do you think are the hardest at university? I don't know. Maybe you weren't addressing that to me specifically, but you're talking to a guy who dropped out after like a year and a half, because I was like, oh, okay. Oh, they want me to like, go to class, like physically go to class, and like my mom doesn't make me dinner every night, and like I have to pay rent, and oh, and like I have to like actually do my homework. I can't like just blow it off and still get B's and C's. Oh, It's all hard to me, man. I wasn't able to do it. I was also very stupid. But, I don't know. Probably more suited for... It's honestly, that's a good answer. It's the one that you aren't interested in. Yeah. I'll tell you, probably nothing worse than one that is not fun, right? Probably the one that you dread to even think about doing, whatever that may be. But I don't know, I wouldn't do that, of course. The ticket scratching web fishing video is my melatonin. Damn, man, that one? People always pull out, like, the weirdest videos. Not as a bad thing. People always say, like, oh, dude, that video where, like, you guess the villager blindfolded is my favorite video. And I'm like, that one? Hey, man, but whatever does it for you, right? Whatever does it for you. Whatever, I don't know, greases your spatula. That's something that people say all the time. That's my favorite. The blindfolded ones were actually pretty fun. I don't understand how people can major in math. I get that. Honestly, I get it. I can understand why people major in math. I used to not. But then I learned math is cool, but however, I can understand how if you've only ever been taught math in like a classroom setting and you've never actually put it to a practical use, I can understand how you think that math is not cool, but math is actually pretty cool. If you only ever learned math through classes that you were obligated to take, and you only learned it in a school environment that you probably didn't enjoy that much, yeah, I can understand why you think that math is super lame. But if you can actually, like, use math in a practical manner, it is actually pretty cool. It's hard, yeah, for sure. But it's cool. It's very broad as well. Like, you may not like... Anyone have a class in high school called discrete math? Is that... anyone... I just remembered this, like, literally the other day. I had a class in high school called discrete math. And I took it because it was my senior year, and I was just looking for, like, easy classes. And I heard discrete math was easy. But I was like, what the fuck is discrete math? That's where we learned about, like, Euler and shit. I don't remember much about it, but I remember we did some, like, crazy stuff. And it was the first math class that I took where I was actually like, ah, cool. What the heck is that? I don't even honestly remember much of it. I just remember, like, oh, I learned about, like, Euler and all the crazy shit he did with numbers. And I'm like, wow, all right, interesting. Genuinely, very interesting. Euler was a giga-chad, and Isaac Newton. Yeah, I didn't like physics, though. I don't know. Weird. I hated my physics teacher, though. Nothing makes you, like, honestly, it makes you wonder how much more you would have enjoyed subjects as a kid, and how that would have shaped your adult life if you had better teachers to teach them when you were in school, right? I think about that sometimes. I'm like, I hate physics. But do I just hate my, like, physics teacher? Maybe. No one likes their physics teacher. What if your physics teacher was, like, Walter White, though? No, he taught chemistry. 55, 55, 55. Oh, look at that. Make a wish. My physics teacher was awesome. I feel like everyone loved him. I feel like physics teachers are generally pretty cool. They're like the ones... Honestly, science teachers are always, like, the most fun ones, in my opinion, because they're like, hey, you want to see this, like, vial of liquid turn jet black in the matter of a microsecond? And it's like, the whole class, like, loses their minds, and it's like, I loved my science teachers for the most part. Seriously, you ever see that video where they do that? I don't remember the explanation behind it, but there's this, like, liquid that if, I don't know, you, like, expose it to air or something, it, like, turns jet black. It, like, literally instantly. It's fucking freaky. Something popped. In my experience, chemistry teachers, greater than physics teachers. Yeah, because doing like a physics experiment is a little bit harder. Like, hey, I'm going to throw you off a roof. I'm going to have you hit terminal velocity off this roof. Man, that class sucked. Iodine clocks. Is that what it is? I never learned that in school. I only saw it on a YouTube video after the fact, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Hey, the cam is back. Yep. Being a TA for a professor that sucks has been an experience, I imagine. I can imagine that. Problem with college is a lot of professors are kind of mid. Honestly, I didn't hate most of my professors in college. I just hated college. I wasn't ready for it. So anyway, like, to circle back to the question that started this whole discussion, my light fixture just shook. Okay, it's probably fine. Ow. Yeah, I don't know. Probably like... I don't know, what's the hardest subject? Probably like nuclear physics or something like that. Or rocket science. Or... I don't know. Anything medicine. Holy shit. Confounding. Shut up, mole cricket. Go into the door. Get haunted, idiot. Yeah, like something might have just infected my light. That'd be kind of fun, though. Quantum physics, probably. My neuroscience classes did suck. Yeah, so probably like that. You know what I think would be the thing I would find the hardest? And I know it's not something that you can... I mean, it's like a postgraduate thing. But like law. Law. I don't think I have the brain to do law. I don't think I can do it. Which, like, I don't know. You specialize in like a certain type of law, but no? Also, like, no? Even that. Professional arguing. You know, I don't even think that it has to be like, you go out there and you, like, argue in front of the court. It's not even that. I thought that was a sea creature. It's just a balloon. I'm like, that thing is mighty close to the shore. It's a freaking balloon. It's like, yeah, anything to do with memorization. Which, yeah, I imagine that's basically all of law school. My C++ class really sucked. Like, Balatro? Completionist++? I never did that shit, man. Good luck. You don't need a law degree. Just play Ace Attorney. That's like saying you don't need to go to med school. Just watch House MD. Debate class 2. Oh my god, yeah, dude. I couldn't do, like, debate class. Dude, I can't do debate. I can't do arguing. I can't do... Even if I'm right, I don't feel good about it. If I, like, went in debate class and I, like, made some kid look really stupid by having a well-structured and logical argument in a debate, I would feel bad. I'm like, dude, I didn't mean to, like, punk you. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, dude, I would feel bad. I'd feel really bad. I'd be like, man, shucks. But we can, like, move past this, right? And he's, like, in tears. And I'd be like, man, fuck. What is that balloon doing? Why is it coming back? What is this balloon doing? It's coming back now. It's like circling in place. What is... Oh, it's a butterfly. I was like, what's this balloon doing? It was going like left to right, and now it's like circling around. Because it's a fucking butterfly, dumbass. A class to see who can make someone feel like an idiot. Yeah. Because if I'm on the losing end of the debate, I feel stupid. And then if I am on the winning side of the debate, I know how stupid I just made the other person feel because I felt that way. And I'm like, well, I don't want that. I don't want to make somebody feel stupid. Debate isn't for everyone because they make you argue serious subjects that you might not agree with. Yeah, and it's sort of like being a lawyer, right? You're not going to represent clients that you align with on a moral compass, right? You're going to be like, I have to defend... Like, if you're a public defender, you have to defend some, like, pretty awful shit, right? You got to defend awful people. But it's your obligation to do so, because everyone deserves a fair trial. But you have to be like, yeah... This dude, like, murdered somebody or, like, hurt somebody seriously, but have you considered that under the federal law XZ Nebulon 2XZ Clause C, actually, they totally, like, deserved it. And it's like, how can you say that? Is this the best month for sea creatures? It's pretty good. I mean, I'm getting, like, 20, 30, 40 grand every time I go to sell. It's pretty good. Sitting in debate class, frantically Googling, how do I disagree with people without feeling bad? That is genuinely, like, one of my biggest problems. Is confrontation when necessary. Having to address something with someone because it is... Fuck off. Having to address something with someone, face to face... because I need to prioritize my well-being. Like, whatever they're doing I need to, like, oh, I gotta give this guy an earful because, you know. But it's like, oh, what? You little narcissistic piece of shit? You think that the world is built for you? You think that this guy is acting that way and making you feel bad? Grow up. How about you learn that the world ain't gonna revolve around you, pal? What's your favorite sea creature? It has to be like the butt fish, like the anus fish. That guy. I love that guy. Will the Binkler be live tomorrow? Probably. We'll see. Did you guys laugh at that? The butt fish, the anus fish? I hope that was funny to you guys. I hope that was funny. If you like that joke, make sure to like the stream and follow on Twitch if you liked it. Yeah, I laughed out loud. Alright, dude, whatever. You don't have to lie to me. The blobfish? No, like, it's literally called the anus fish. It's not like, this isn't me saying something. This is me saying, it's like, there is no joke here, folks. There is no joke here. There's nothing here of sustenance. You're trying to find something that isn't there. I had a dream I was doing taxes. Dude, I had some wacky-ass dreams last night. Now I can't remember them. But that's just the way it is. I feel like if I, like, dig deep, though, maybe. I think I've talked about this before. You ever have a dream where you wake up from sleeping and you think that in your dream, you think that you are awake? Like, you are, like, actually awoken, like, in real life? I feel like that happened to me last night. I can't remember. Getting close to the docks, getting close to the dock, getting close to the dock there, pal. Thank you. I had those while in school/uni, and they sucked. I do be still getting, like, the occasional back in, like, my middle school dreams. I do still get, probably like a few times a year still, I still get the dreams where it's like I'm back in school and an entire semester goes by within the dream and I like miss every class. I'm never on time to any class. A whole semester goes by and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna like flunk the 6th grade. It's like, dude, I'm 29. Why am I having these? They're not even anxiety dreams. They're like generally pleasant. It's just like, oh, rats. Shucks. I'm gonna have to retake the 6th grade again. I'm gonna have to like undo all the progress that I've made after I was 11 years old and go back. And yeah, I don't know, it's weird. I don't mind them though. Sometimes it's like my middle school, and then sometimes it's like this wacky fucking like Rick and Morty ass environment. It's crazy. I don't know. Oh, you're not getting that, are you, you little fraud? You're a fraud. You shouldn't be playing this game. You suck. Thank you. Rick and Morty Middle School. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? I had a dream I was attacked by my neighbor. You know your neighbor? Enough to, like, perceive them in a dream? I dream about missing my flight every time I'm... Oh, dude, I actually have the opposite problem. I have dreams pretty often where I'm on a plane, and every time it's, like, going to crash. And it's, like, fucking weird, but even then, it's, like, sort of chill. I don't really get nightmares, but you would think that I do when I'm like... Yeah, I had a dream the other day where I was on a plane and it crashed. And you'd be like, dude, that was a nightmare. And I'm like, no, it was like kind of chill. Everyone was like real chill about it, actually. Everyone was real chill about it. Like, I don't even remember it crashing. It was just, it was going to crash. I remember like we were like flying through like the trees and shit. We like took off of like a road that like cars drive on. And we were like flying through trees and shit. And we're like, uh-oh, this baby's going down. And I like, you know, I was like, hey, fella, it's gonna be a bumpy ride to like the guy next to me. And it's like, we were all like real chill about it. And he's like, yeah, man, cheers to that, brother. And we like, ding, you know. Which is, and it's like my worst nightmare in real life. I hate flying because I'm like, well, I just do. Do you have to explain why you hate flying? You hate flying because you think it's gonna crash, right? I don't actually think it will. I just really don't like it, the idea of being 30,000 feet in the sky. I really don't like it. Yeah, it's like scary things happen, but they just seem normal in the dream. So I wouldn't consider like a lot of these dreams to be nightmares, you know? Oh yeah, an elevator as well. If you're in an elevator in a dream, do not go in there. Do not go in that elevator, man. It's gonna fucking fall and crash and die. But it'll be chill, though. You'll be stuck at the bottom of the elevator well, and you'll be like, ah, Mondays, right? It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I get jealous of birds sometimes. Me too, actually. Bless you. My goodness, Sneezy Steven over here today. Escalators, man, terrifying. I should be more scared of escalators than I am. Elevators freak me out way more than escalators do. It's a heights thing. It's entirely like a heights thing, you know? It's like, I don't want to be in this, like, tube 30,000 feet in the sky. I don't want to be in this box 20 stories above ground level. I don't want to, no. It's really uncomfortable for me. I don't care if it's safe. I don't care if it's, like, regulated and inspected on a monthly basis by professionals. Like, I don't give a fuck. It could happen, though. I know, bless you for Giacomo. Yeah, dude, I'm getting, like, 38 grand every time. And it's like, this is going really well. Is anyone else, like... This is night and day compared to previous diving days. Like, this, I feel like every time I'm going to sell, I used to get, like... I don't know, like 10 grand. every time I went. Now I'm getting consistently like 20 to 30 grand every time I go. And I'm like, what happened? This is why I made it March at 4 p.m., man. This is why the fuck I did it. Shut up, Mole Cricket. Not for that previous piddly ass shit. Maybe I've just gotten better at diving and I've like not missed. Maybe that's it. Like, I haven't missed as many things because I'm kind of getting used to diving now. My parents drilled into me that I should be careful because the elevator was going to suck me if I didn't get off in time. Man, alright. I think I know what you're trying to say. Alright. I think I know what you're trying to say. You're gonna get, like, sucked into, like, the bottom of the elevator and, like, all the gears are gonna grind you up like a piece of cheese. But, man, why you gotta... You don't say it like that. The elevator is going to suck me. I don't think people would be nearly as afraid of elevators or escalators you're talking about if that was what was going to happen. My dumbass cat is snoring. Your streams are too powerful. I genuinely put cats to sleep. It's a miracle. I put animals to sleep. Genuinely, my old dog, when I streamed, it was his nap time. My current cat will go into the room next to me, take a nap when I stream. People tell me that I put them to sleep, or their animals to sleep all the time. I don't know what it is. Big word is watching, rapidly. That's because you're home, though. Usually I stream when you're at work. And... every time I like go out to use the bathroom or something midstream, I see him in the guest room and I'm like, his ass is clocked out. Oh, see you. My dog is sleeping. My senior dog is snoring away next to me. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like, they're like, it's dagging time. It's slumber time. His ass is always asleep if I'm not home. No, but I'm talking about, like, he's extra asleep. Trust me. When I was a kid, my brother convinced me jumping on an elevator made it go faster, so I started jumping and we got stuck for 3 hours. I would be very upset if somebody jumped in an elevator. So some people like doing that as like a joke. If somebody jumped in the elevator as a joke, I would be very upset with them. I would actually be very upset with them. Watch me whip. Watch me nay-nay. I don't want to watch you nay-nay, man. Ooh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Yeah, get your ass over here. Dag is some sort of wizard, you think? By the way, somebody left a comment on one of my prior VODs of this challenge, where they asked me who I think the marriage candidates is going to be. This is before the announcement. They were like, who do you think the marriage candidates are going to be for the new Stardew update? And I said, Sandy and Clint. And somebody left a comment that's like, holy shit, man, you got it. Now, I will be honest with you. I think that those were like the two most obvious choices. You could maybe say that, oh, Willie or Gus could have been the Bachelor. Or... honestly, the only other Bachelorette that I feel like it could have realistically been was Marnie. Because, like, people are like, oh, I want to divorce Robin and Demetrius. Yeah, like, Concerned Ape is going to fucking do that. So, realistically, it was only going to be one of either Sandy or Marnie. And then Clint, I feel like, was the most obvious choice between him. I think Gus was maybe the only other one that would have actually deserved thought. Isn't Marnie dating Lewis? Yeah, but not, like, officially. And so I could see him writing in, like, a thing where it's like, hey, the farmer boy actually wants to commit to, you know, being public with our relationships. Fuck you, Lewis. I could see that. Lewis is dookie, I agree. Concerned Ape has said that he would love a storyline of breaking up Robin and Demetrius to romance them. When the hell has he ever said? I don't buy that. I don't buy that. You have to pull us some facts. You have to pull us some sources there, pal. I don't know if I believe that. If he had said that, that's funny. Because, well, it just is funny. He did an interview with Bobby Lee. That sounds like a NASCAR driver, man. I don't know who Bobby Lee is. Concerned, let me woo Marlin, and you will be reincarnated as the Lotus Flower. That sounds very nice, but yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like Marlin's a big enough character. But then again, they could have written more for his character if he was going to be. I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't think it was a Nostradamus moment that people might think it is to say, like, yeah, I think it was Clint and Sandy. I don't know. I feel like those were always going to be the two most obvious options. Goodbye to that butterfly. Oh, hello to that butterfly. Couldn't tell if he despawned or if he just went on a rendering range. I hope Gunther would finally become a proper NPC. I hope he does. He doesn't even need to be romanceable. I just hope that he does as well. That's a big boy. That's a big boy who's going to fly into the dock if I'm not careful about this. So I'm going to try to steer him a little bit more towards the bottom. Yeah. Willie would have been good. I think Willie and Gus are realistic options for bachelors. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like Clint was still more obvious than both of them. Have you seen the Philly meme? The Philly meme? No. What's the Philly meme? Gotta go clock back into work. See you later, Dag. Have a good work. Like, expel work using the calories in your body to finish the tasks that have been laid out before you by your boss. Yeah. Do that. Use, like, the jewels. Like, kilojoules from the... Have a good day at work. I want Harvey, too. You can have Harvey. He is romanceable. Gus would be amazing to marry. Imagine him cooking for you every night. That would be pretty awesome, actually. I am a bit sad that it is Clint, but I also saw the amount of people that were very mad and angry that it was Clint, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not that mad it was Clint. But I think I would have rather had it Gus, for sure. Mr. Key. By the way, he fucking says Quee. And I think he literally typed it out on stream as QWEE to taunt us. No, it's Mr. Key. Also, Mr. Key strikes me as somebody who is like, nah, dude, I can't settle down for the married life. No. He doesn't strike me as the domestic fellow. Mr. Cheddar. That's all I call him, yeah. No, he doesn't strike me as the type to settle down, you know? Start a family. He doesn't really strike me as that kind of guy. Clint letting you open geodes for free? What if that happened? Or tool upgrades for cheaper? You already get the, like, geode crusher fucker opener thing. It's not a fucker. That's disgusting. You already get that, which I know it takes time and it's not instant, but that's free. And then, like, whatever. By the time that you can really romance them, you probably have enough money to where the cheaper tool upgrades wouldn't even matter. Morris? like Morris would be tricky to write a marriage arc for, because what if you complete the community center? His ass isn't even in town no more. Like, what if you marry him, but then you complete the community center, and he's like, what the fuck did you do that for, man? Why'd you do that? Now I have to leave. Now I have to get out of town now. What the hell? I really thought we had something going on here. And it's like, oh, okay, fuck me, I guess. Yeah, and he's like, packs his bags and leaves. It's the only marriage candidate that can divorce you. You bought the pacifier, and it has been on you ever since. Yeah, because you don't want to see me when I'm unpacified. That's just a little sneak peek of me if I'm, like, not pacified. Yeah, so you know. Now you know why I wear it. Don't fuck with the binky, man. I would have locked Gunther down if I could have married him. He does have, like, mad swagger, though, doesn't he? That dude be looking, like, way too cool to not be, like, able to talk to him at any point outside of just donating things. It's like, man, you cannot have my man be looking so, like... I gotta approach this from a different angle, literally. You cannot have my man be looking so, like... Hi, what the hell? Hey, thanks, Super YTFA. Thanks for the raid. Sorry, I gotta get this... Thank you. Thanks for the raid. I hope your stream is good. Thank you. It's not a crab, it's a lobster. It's a sobster now. Sing that shit, cuzzo. That's another good haul right there. Yeah, I hope your stream is good. Thank you. That was a big boy. I wish we could date Rasmodius, too. Also kind of strikes me as a guy that doesn't really want to, like, settle down. He has... relationship trauma. He's still sore about his ex-wife. I don't know. It's a touchy subject. Rismodius went... You can't call him that, man. Hey, Doug, if you were a magical girl, what would your wand/magical tool be? Q-tip. I always keep that thing on me. So write that down. Another 37 grand for Dagnel. Crazy. What's up, DG Zemia? Rasmodius was actually one of the variants to be romanceable, but lost over Shane. Back when they made, like, the one... This was, like, years ago. What were the other, like... Okay, so back in, like, the first or second major update for Stardew, there was a poll that concerned Aperan that was like, who do you want to be the next marriage candidate? And it ended up being Shane and Emily. But what were the other options? It was Shane, Gus, Wizard, and Clint.
Dude.
And people chose Shane? I'm stuck on the boat. And you're telling me people chose Shane? Thanks for Natmus for the 36 months. Sorry, I'm like flabbergasted. Among those options, they chose Shane. I know this was like a decade ago. They chose Shane? Shane is the most logical option? In what world? What? It's like, dude, the only good thing about the guy is that, you know, he does have sort of like a warm side to him, but only after you romance him. Hola, guys. What's up, Russo Goob? And it's like, but he didn't even have that, of course, before you could romance him. So it's like, what did people see in that guy? What? I married Shane once, got the ick, and divorced him immediately. Rasmodi almost won, too. I'm blown away that Gus wasn't a close second. Why don't y'all didn't want to marry Gus? What were the Bachelorette options? I can fix him mentality. You can't fix that fucking guy, man. No. He still loves beer. Even though he said, I'm gonna stop drinking, you still give him a beer? He still loves that shit. I'm sorry, but Pam and Shane are like the easiest people to get to be high friendship with, because they go to the bar every night. You could just buy 2 beers and give it to them. I love beer, yes, man. I get like a big old shirt that says that. Except it's like I Heart New York, you know, like the I Heart New York shirts. It's just I Heart like beer, and it's got like a Bud Light on it or something. That'd be kind of hard. They chose Emily over Sandy. It was Emily, Marnie, Sandy, and Pam. Emily, Marnie, Sandy, and Pam. Wow, I cannot believe he threw Pam on that. Wow. Damn, so he had, like, prepared a Pam romance arc. That's fucking crazy. Divorce Penny, marry Pam. Penny would leave town. Penny would genuinely move out of town. You would make Penny leave town. You marry Penny, you divorce Penny, and then you marry her mom. That would make her leave town. That would give you like an exclusive cutscene. You know the cutscene where it's like, if you're dating all the men or all the women, they confront you at the bar, where it's like, hey, hotshot! Think you can fucking date all of us without us knowing, huh? Rare exclusive cutscene that only triggers if you marry Penny, divorce Penny, and then marry Pam afterwards, where it's like Penny leaves town. She takes the bus, and you can never... she steals the bus, and you can never go to the desert ever again. That'd be pretty good. He probably had that shit all written out, too. But y'all didn't vote for him. I was not even into Stardew at that time. I had no say in that vote. If I would have voted... I don't know if I would have voted Emily and Shane. I probably would have voted, like, Gus. I do like Emily, so maybe I would have voted Emily. I don't know. Hard to say, because that was like 10 years ago. I was not making great decisions 10 years ago. Hello? Who's there? Is anybody there? I want to do I want to do Portal on stream. I want to do the whole Portal series on stream sometime. I do. Maybe. We'll see. I'd love that, and obviously my joy matters the most. That is true. I always seek to please, more than anyone else, user Trash Hag 248. Isn't there a mod where you can date Kent and Sam at the same time and it can trigger a special cutscene or something? Yeah, fucking probably. I don't know why I'm so flabbergasted at the idea of that. That's hardly the one of the most egregious... There is a lot of mods for Stardew Valley. I'm like... Yeah, no, yeah, probably. Yeah, 100%. I always put Lewis's underwear on the market display. My stupid ass gave it right back to him. In my first playthrough, I remember I gave it back. I was like, oh, rats. Shucks, man. That really sucks. Man, I know you left these in there. Let me get those back to you there. I was like playing the nice guy. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to give them back to him. What a fucking idiot. What a fucking asshole I was. Jesus Christ. What a maroon. I don't know if you can... Now they have it so that you can staircase down into his basement and get his underwear back. But they didn't have that when I was just doing it. So it's like, if you gave them back, like, right away, you're not getting them again. Unless you spawn them in with, like, the little codes. I am also a maroon. In my first playthrough, I didn't know there was a wiki, and therefore knew no lore. Dude, but all I gotta say, that's such the way to play Stardew. It really is. That's the way to play most games. But I'm so, like, fucked up that my brain is like, I try to do it. I try to play games blindly as much as possible. Because when you play a game the way it's intended to be played and learn about it through the ways that the game tries to teach you, that is how you enjoy the game the most. And especially true for Stardew, where a lot of the lore is explained in the, like, lost books that you find. And there's clues in the secret notes. Instead of just Googling, what's this secret note mean? Or what's this person's loved gift? Wait for the secret note to tell you at some point. But, yeah, I mean, Stardew, it's like, I've played it too many times to, like, know. I just know a lot of what I need to know. But even still, I'll be like, who loves a pufferfish? Oh, Penny. I don't even know if that's true. I think that might be, but I don't know. But playing games without the wiki, and without, like, just using the in-game means of learning is the fastest... Not the fastest, it's the best way of doing it. Yeah, it's the fastest way that you stop playing a game is you look everything up. Exactly, you burn yourself out of it. There's no whimsy, there's no, like, wondering. What did I say recently? I talked about... Gotta go, dag, chat, besties. Have a good rest of your day, Keonity. Thanks for another awesome stream. Hey, I appreciate that. What did I say many times, I feel? I watched this guy play Minecraft blind. His name's About Oliver. He did a blind playthrough of Minecraft, and it was the most enjoyable I've ever seen somebody play Minecraft. It was like, they actually tried to learn the game without looking anything up, and without people telling them. Crazy.
Dude.
Thanks, Sweet Zara, for the 19 months. Enjoy your emotes and enjoy your ad-free viewing. This is probably the most underwhelming haul of things I've had today. And it's still 31 grand. I don't know what the fuck I did, or what changed, but I feel like this picked up so much. I don't know. Crazy. Alright. Did I hit 100 grand there? No, not yet. Alright. We're at like 300 and... Yeah, about 380,000 though, of 498,000, so we're pretty close actually. We might knock this debt out today. And then maybe I'll think about... What we'll do is I think we'll finish this debt today. And then we'll think about it. We'll ponder the idea of trying out a different debt. Since New Leaf is nice in that you can do the debts not strictly in the order, like this room, then this room, then this room. You can go to, like, I can do a different room. which is a whole different method of making money. And so we can do like a fishing one next time, and maybe we'll think about that. We'll think about it. Are they the hot items? No, I don't think so. The hot items would never just broadly be sea creatures. It would be maybe a specific sea creature. Also, she would say something if one of the items that I was selling was a hot item, which she hasn't said that. Unless I just really haven't been paying attention, which is possible. But she would say. I watched 10 hours straight of that series. It's fun. It's like I'm vicariously playing Minecraft for the first time again through this person that doesn't know anything about it. And he's asking all the questions that I asked when I first started playing. I'm like, what's this do? What's that do? Oh my gosh, that guy, it's scary. Oh, that's
Thank you for being my favorite sleep aid :3.
Oh, dude, :3 is to you as well. Hi. Thank you. Who are you? I'm sorry. I gotta focus for a second. I'll read your name in a second. Hi. Thank you. Petals are dead for the 2 months. I appreciate that. I'm glad to be your sleep aid. Thank you. And enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing. Thank you so much. Hey, go over here, little squirmer. First time a creeper starts detonating and you shit bricks, dude. Yeah, it's like scary. It was genuinely scary. Watching somebody play Skyrim for the first time is a crazy experience for me. I never played Skyrim. Barely know a thing about it. Then again, I don't know. Those types of games are not really my thing, you know? I don't know if I would enjoy it that much. 61 and sunny. What a wonderful afternoon. Ah, 61 and sunny over in fucking La La Land or whatever the fuck over there. Over here in like fucking, I don't know, Binghamton, New York. Like minus 16 degrees and it's just black outside. Like it's the middle of the day, but we have eternal darkness. Oh yeah, I'm glad it's nice for you though. Can you tell I'm mad? Can you tell I'm a little bit jealous? You literally played Skyrim on stream. You were the lizard guy. You killed like everyone in the White Run. What the fuck are you talking about? This is like when an AI hallucinates some shit that didn't happen. And I'm like, where did you even pull? What crevice of your ass did you even pull that out of? You must be on some shit. You're gaslighting me. That is so true. You don't remember? Yeah, you don't remember that time that you were a lizard guy and you wiped out the population of an entire, like, small village? No, I think I'd remember that. What are you talking about? That is, like, blowing my mind. It was one of those Dagnel After Dark segments. Oh, man. That's fucking crazy. Man, yeah, I do remember that, actually. Yeah, that was wild. What a wild time that was. Was this a fever dream? I'm wondering who was fever dreaming. I played Skyrim on the stream as a lizard person, and I did what? I killed like all the white people or something? I murder all of Whiterun at least once per playthrough. Are you a lizard person, though? Remember that time when you played Among Us? I never played Among Us on stream. I put like 11 hours in that game total. It was fun, but oh man, social deduction games give me a fucking... They stress me out too much. Dagnel After Dark, Duck smoking a cigarette, GIF. Yeah, I used to do Dagnel After Dark streams where I would break the conventional stream schedule and go live. Like, I don't know, it'd be like 8 o'clock at night, and I'd be like, alright, Dagnel After Dark is a fun way of saying I'm high on marijuana and live streaming. Bring it back, King. No, I'll tell you why. Dagnel After Dark was just a way of saying I'm high and live streaming at the same time. And that's fun. Like, don't get me wrong, that's fun. But also, you played Among Us during a community event once? I'm fucking losing my mind, because now I can't tell if you guys are being deliberately, like... I swear to God I've never played Among Us on stream. I swear to God I've never played Among Us on stream. Not on stream? Oh, yeah, not on stream. I'm talking about, like, on stream. But also, I don't really think I've... Oh, yeah. Maybe with, like, mods and viewers, yeah. But not on stream. Not on stream. I was like, God damn, now you're not... I know you're not in on this now. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. No, I would take a marijuana edible, and then I would go live at, like, 8 o'clock at night, and be like, yo, guys, just gonna, like, stream... And I would play, like, Geocaster. And, it was a vibe, for sure. But, also, I don't know. I want to, like, stream high, you know? Because it's like, what if I'm funny? What if I'm funny? It was a 24-month sociological survey study conducted by Harvard. We're now complete with our study. Thank you for your time. Yeah. They, like, fucking probed me and everything. They had, like, a bunch of wires attached to me while I was streaming. No, never again. No, not the vibe, folks. No, it's like, what if I'm funny? What if I like it? That's my worry about streaming while high, is because I'm like, what if I like it? And what if you guys like it? And oh no. Now I gotta be high to stream, or else I'm fucking stupid and everyone hates me. Maybe that's not rational, but still though, I don't want to feel obligated to be high. I went to the Otters game last night, high as hell. Now that has to be a fucking trip. Sounds pretty fun though. See, I think I'd just be worried that, like, going through the gate, I'm like, oh, fuck, do you think he knows? Oh, fuck. That's what I'd be worried about. I bet 32 grand for twitch.tv/Dagnel. It's like the NBA dunking SpongeBob meme. I like having a little edible to wind down the night. I don't know. Also, streaming off schedule is, like, really weird for me as well. I don't know. The idea of going live at 8 o'clock at night, I'm like, no, that's when I should be, like, no. That's when I should be chilling. That's when I should be, like, not working. And I mean, like, this doesn't always feel like work, but, you know, I shouldn't be, no, man. Not 8 o'clock at night. That's not working hours. It's a little treat. That's Betty Bye time. Yeah, that's true. It is Betty Bye time. When I went to the Magic Kingdom High, I was so paranoid. Dude, you can't go to fucking Disney High. They're gonna, like, shoot you. Like, this is not the Disney standard. And then Mickey Mouse, like, pops you in the fucking mouth. What? You can't do that, can you? You ever get so high, it feels like you got a hat on. No, but I think I kind of know what you mean, though. I kind of know what you mean. One time I was so high, I was afraid the moon was going to legit crash into Earth. I do worry. This is like something that I worry about, a high and not high. But do you guys ever worry that, like, something... Alright, I don't know how to explain, because and Neil deGrasse Tyson is going to have a fucking aneurysm. But, alright, hear me out. Is anyone ever worried that, like, a fucking, like, atom in the universe somewhere is going to, like, I don't know, move wrongly, and the entire, like, universe is going to shut off like a light? Oh, no, stay, please, no, fuck! Not really. Okay, yes. Yes. Okay, okay. It doesn't even have to be, it doesn't need an explanation. Does anyone worry that at some point in your life, like, the universe is going to just stop? Like that? Hey, man, just checking in on you. Did you happen to have a think about, oh, no, he's gone. Or like the sun will explode or something, or I don't know, something will happen where it's just like instantaneously your life ends and all life ends everywhere. I worry about that sometimes. I'm like, oh my god, what if like, I don't know, what if I just stop existing? Honestly, I mean, you won't even know it. So, who fucking, I don't know, should you really be worried about something that you wouldn't even be able to perceive happens? But I do, still. I'd intervene. Oh, you would be like, hold on. You would simply tell the universe like, hold up a second. I got one thing to say. Don't worry, guys. I got it. Yeah. Well, that makes my mind feel a little bit better. Thank you. I feel a little bit more at ease now. Hey, Dagnel, how's it going? It's good. The pits are pretty loose and limber today, I would say. I'd make sure it would stop. I'd turn that frown upside down real quick. I'd give it the what for. I'm glad you guys are on the case. Thank you. It really helps. Is anyone else worried that you're going to fall into the sky, though? Does anyone else, like, sometimes fear that you will fall upwards into the sky? Or, like, a rope will dangle down, wrap around your ankles, and yoink you up into the sky? Now that's a new one. Really? The hooks! The hooks, me boy! Yeah, like, but actually, maybe that's where it came from. I worry about that sometimes. Maybe that's where it started. There's an episode of Futurama about that. Oh, of course there is. Like, I don't like walking next to giant skyscrapers because I worry, like, I look up at them and I see just how massive they are, and I'm like, uh-oh, it's gonna, like, I'm going to fall upwards into the skyscraper. Like, I'm going to... Like, a rope is going to grab me by the ankles and yoink me up to the top of that skyscraper and dangle me. Do you have a fear of heights? Yes, why do you ask? Yeah, fuck those things. It's like... People are so scared of, like, flying for very reasonable reasons, and I'm just like, no, I just don't like being, like... Ah! It's too high. I, like, look out the window and I freak out. I'm like, that's tiny, the ground. The Shard in New York has a cantilever balcony with a plastic floor. That is the... That... I'm not kidding when I say that. That, I think, would make me faint. I think that would make me faint. I think I would faint like an old woman. I would faint like an old woman who, like, I don't know, heard that her favorite president from 40 years ago died. Let me navigate this little pickle here. There's a Shard in New York. I don't know what the Shard is, or in New York, but I do know that there is, in, like, every tall skyscraper in New York, there's, like, a room with, like, a glass floor, and you could do it, you make those, like, whoa, and there's like, weird, trippy pictures where it's like, oh, I'm falling, but it's, like, a glass floor below me, and it can look like you're gonna fall into, like, a fucking taxi cab or something. There's those. I don't know if that's what the Shard is, but yeah. I don't know. That makes me madly uncomfortable. Just thinking about it. I'm like, just thinking about it, I want to die. You're gonna take me up to that glass floor and make me look down on the city below from 120 stories in World Trade Center 1? No, I don't know. My bad, it's called The Edge. Yeah. But still, same idea. I would get sick. Yeah. And you know what sucks is fear of puking and the fear of heights. In general, you know what's the worst part about being an emetophobe? Is anytime you're anxious about something else, it makes you feel like you're going to be sick, which then makes your emetophobe it makes you freak out about that now. And you're like, great, now I'm freaking out about two things. I'm freaking out about being on the glass floor of a 100-story tall building, and then also I feel sick. And I'm feeling scared about being sick. That's the worst part about it. Is everything is worse. All your anxiety is worse because of emetophobia. You said you would go onto the edge with me, but you wouldn't go onto the plastic floor. I'd have to really see how I feel that day. If I'm feeling really brazen that day, maybe. Watching the sunset from the top is so nice. Yeah, me pulling your pants down in public in the middle of Times Square is also pretty fun. I don't know what that's meant to mean. I am simply saying I respectfully disagree in an alternative manner. You were feeling pretty cavalier when we were there. Yeah, much more bold than I feel right now. I don't know, though. Put me on that fucking elevator and then take me up to story 100, and I might feel a lot different. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we stayed pretty thoroughly at ground level when we were there, so...
Can't believe it's already been a month. Been watching the ACNL Museum speedrun VODs and it's inspiring how much you've grown since then. Here's to many more years of fun, Dagnel love.
Thanks. No, but thank you, Melody. I appreciate that. Thanks for the 2 months Prime. Enjoy your emotes and enjoy your ad-free viewing. I'm glad that you enjoy the VODs. I had to explain to my mom what I was watching after those sound effects. Say like Coco Melon, man. I was watching Coco Melon. I was watching like little like stimulus videos or whatever. What's your favorite New Horizons ordinance? I don't know. Probably like the suck ordinance. Like where like I don't know. Well, I don't want to explain what happens when you enable the suck ordinance. Probably that one though. Probably that one. The suckler. Must be a different version. No? I thought this was standard. What game is going to be the hardest to finish? You're looking at it. You're looking at it. Is this motherfucker right here? Context, please? I just said, Google it, man. Look up the suck ordinance on your PC, laptop, computer device. Or your mobile. British people call it a mobile. They say, oh, my mobile is ringing when someone's calling them. Ridiculous. No, I'm not doing that. Well, fine. Then that's fine. British people don't do that. I'm crying. I'm sorry. It's like, what happened? Why are you crying? Chin up. It'll be alright. I hear Germans call it a handy. Germans call it a handy? They say like, oh, my handy is ringing. No, man. That is not true. That is such bullshit. I do not believe that. Not for a second. Yes, we do call it a handy. That's disgusting. Yes, we call it a handy. Do I have to, like... Alright, wow, that's like a worse sell today. Do I have to, like, pivot from the British people slander and start calling... Oh, mein handy is ringing. No, are you telling me German people have been the real fucked up ones the whole time? That's fucking crazy. You'd have too much material? Alright, well what else is there? We call it Mobile Funkgerät. That's inappropriate. That is very inappropriate. That is just... Oh, that's barbaric. That's crass. You can't call it that. There's a handy in mine pocket. Can you get me a handy so I can call my mom, though? Man, that's fucking crazy. Wow, alright, yeah. Alright, British people, you're off the hook for today. Jesus. Thank your local German. You're off the hook for today. Jesus. My local German isn't local. He's in Germany. Croc, is this true? Don't tell him about German birth control pills. I'm just gonna Google it. German birth control word.
Geburtenkontrolle. 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 Geburtenkontrolle.
That's the wrong one. I was like, I was really trying to listen there to see if, like, what was so messed up about that. There's also this one.
Die Geburtenregelung.
Die Geburtenregelung. What the hell? Alright, what the hell is... What the hell are you guys trying to get me to fucking Google, then? I'm not finding... Whatever you guys are trying to get me to find. Search birth control pill.
Antibabypille. 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 Antibabypille.
Well, you know, there's always one thing I respected about the Germans, and that's they're direct and to the point. And well, you got to admit, it does what it says on the tin. Unserious language. That is ridiculous, man. German words be less than 17 syllables challenge. I don't know, though, but like, yeah, that's always going to happen. Digging butt in my wooden is all I hear. You gotta get timed out, alright? You gotta get timed out. What did you just say? What did you just say? What did you just say? I gotta focus on getting this crab. What did you just say? Digging butt in my wooden is all I hear. Digging butt in... You gotta get timed out, man. I'm sorry. You gotta get timed out. 10 minutes? Give him 1 minute. Just one. Just send a warning. You gotta go for a minute. Man, what are you digging in? Get out of there. You can't be doing that, man. Get out. You can't be doing that in my stream. We got a rule against that. Come on now. You gotta chill. No, this digging butt. What are you doing? Get out of there. Get out of there. What are you? That is not what you should be digging, man. Come on. You gotta just decorum, man. That is ridiculous. Yeah, alright, that's good, that's good. They learned their lesson. I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. Goodness gracious me. Your poor Bootin, or whatever. Jeez. Oh. She digging in my wooden till I butt. She digging in my butt till I wouldn't. No, 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 Control Z, Control Z. No, 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 no. Fuck that. That really affected you. I don't know. You ever realize what you say after you say it, and you didn't really think about it when you were saying it, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's... Eep. I gotta add this emote I see on other people's streams, where it's just eek. Capital E-E-K, all caps. And it's this cat. And it's like jumping in the air, and it's like, eek! I gotta add that. Would you guys use that? What are we doing today? Digging in mine butt. No, I'm not. I'm catching sea creatures. I gotta add that. I'm gonna add that right now, actually. BTTV. Eek. BTTV. That's apparently a recent search of mine. Oh, sorry. It's actually 3 E's. I apologize. Oh, wait. No, I have added it. No, I already added it. It's 3 E's. Sorry. 3 E's. 3 E's. 3 capital E's. Yeah, there it is. I already got it. I apparently already did this. Jesus. Isn't that little fella so cute? Eek. Oh no. He like fucking... He broke my fucking ankles. What the hell? Twitch mobile moment. Well, you can look on the screen and then maybe it's there. Sorry, yeah, sorry mobile users and non-BTTV users, and also I think probably YouTube users as well can't use it, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I've been seeing that one around doing my rounds around the website. Been seeing that one used a lot. Well, check my inventory while I stepped out on accident. Oh, I'm not even close. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. It just looks like everyone's typing eek. Yeah, but like picture like a cat and he's like he's like scared. Where's the context? Bro, I'm sorry. There's no context to anything that I say. I'm sorry. But you know what? That's nice because that means that you could join at any time and be completely in the loop. You know? It's like, what's he talking about? It doesn't matter because I'll be talking about something else in like 30 seconds. It don't matter. Don't worry about it. Hey, forget about it. We'll be talking about something else in a minute. Don't you worry. So, like, yeah, you guys see, like, the Bulls game the other day. I actually didn't, but I was just using that as an example of, like, we could be pivoting to talking about something else in, like, any minute. First time catching a live? Let's go. Alright, this is a genuine question. By the way, first of all, hello. Welcome. I hope you enjoy. A lot of people call it alive, and that's fine. I'm not clowning on this. Is it called alive in, like, other countries or contexts? Or, like, a lot of people call it that. I never heard the term alive, like, 2 words. But a lot of people say it. Is that actually, like, yeah, in France? Is it, like, a country thing? In Latino countries, people refer to streams as alive. Interesting. See, I was figuring it must be like a language or a country thing. Source, I'm Brazilian. Hi. Hi. Interesting. I kind of figured it was something like that. I mean, you are live. Yeah, no, like, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I understand. Facebook is live, so is Instagram. I think it's platform specific to me. Okay, so like on YouTube, usually I make videos, but in this case I'm making like a live stream, so to differentiate it from a video, you would call it a live instead of a video. I guess that makes sense too. I don't know. I guess I would just call it a stream. No, I live stream. It makes sense. Oh, the squirmer. The crabber. The crabbler. Okay, Dr. Frankenstein. I'm not Dr. Frankenstein. I'm Frankenstein's monster, actually. Oh, see ya. The crabber grabber. That would actually go crazy as like one of those, what do you call those, like titles in New Horizons that you could put on your passport? Where it's like, I'm a, I don't know, like I'm a fishing master. It's like you got the one and then you got the other. Crabber grabber. I heard a buble over here, too. He's not moving. Alright. A master baiter. Yeah, like you put, like, the bait on the rod, and you're like... You, like, go fishing. Yes, man. I'm cowardly lawn clippings. Yeah, so what if you were, like, crabber grabber? Because, like, you caught a certain amount of deep-sea creatures, and so you got the crabber, and then, I don't know, you, like, fucking, like, grabbed your foot enough times, and so they're like, congratulations, here's some Nook Miles, and the grabber title, or whatever. Crabber grabber. The grabber. $48,250. I am so close. I am... Let's see. One more session. One more little selly poo should definitely be enough. I have... On the ground over here, 400,000. In my pockets, 81,000. So, yeah, what are we gonna need? 81,000. 77,000. Plus... We need 21,000. By my estimation, we should need about another 21,000. So that's... I mean, we're averaging probably over 21,000 every time we fill our pockets with sea creatures, so... One more pocket full of sea creatures, and we should have it. Does anyone else want to drop kick your sibling? I haven't had the thought of wanting to harm my sibling since I was like, I don't know, 11? Maybe, is that me? I don't know. I haven't been like, oh, I hate my stupid sister. She's always like being a stupid sister. I haven't had that thought since I was like 11. After that, I think we got along pretty well. I still feel the urge, and I'm 19. Really? Maybe. No, not me, though. It's like, ugh, she wants to play dollies, and I want to play Lincoln Logs. Ugh, I hate my sister. It's like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's childish, but it feels like some shit that as a child I would have been thinking because, I don't know, yeah. She wants to watch, like, fucking Air Bud for the 55th time this week, and I want to watch Hot Wheels or whatever. Or I want to play, like, the Wii. And I'm like, ugh, fart you, sister. Did you wear those shirts with the cartoon guy with the I hate my annoying sister? No, what the hell is that? The cartoon guy, is this like the young boy equivalent of that nasty, wretched fucking bunny? That Happy Bunny, like, poster and shirts that all the, like, snotty girls would wear as a kid in middle school that says, like, you're ugly, don't make it my problem, or whatever the fuck. You know the fucking one. Is that like the young boy equivalent? Yeah, basically. Damn, no, I never wore that because, I don't know, I was pure of heart. I'm too broke to pay attention. That bunny would never admit that she was broke, though. I still wear a Happy Bunny shirt. It says, let's keep notes on people who piss us off. That bunny is so fucking mean, man. What got up that nasty creature's asshole that it is so vile? I hate that bunny to this day. My aunt has a whole bathroom themed after Happy Bunny. A bathroom? I have to, like, well, you have to, like, poop? That's fucking crazy, man. I think I'd, like, I don't know, man. I don't want to say what I would do if I had to fucking take a dookie in that bathroom, man. What is Happy Bunny? I don't know if it was in, like, all cultures and countries, but... It's this, like, fucking trend that was popular back in the 2000s. Where it was this fucking bunny. It's this cartoon bunny with the snottiest fucking smile on her face. And she's like... And it always has some snotty-ass caption that's like... I don't know. It always says, like, the meanest things. It would say, don't take your stinky ass shit in here. No, I don't really... Okay, no, I don't think it ever, like, swore. But it basically was... It was meaner than just saying swear words. It was like... You should die. Like, I think you should genuinely die. Like, genuinely. I want to bury you into the ground and kill you. It was mean. It was so mean. I googled it. It's low-key cute. Okay, watch what it says, though. It's really mean. And people would, like, get posters of that shit and hang it in their bedrooms, and they would wear shirts with it on there at school, and they would, like, put stickers of it on their pencil cases. And it's just like, geez, man, what is your fucking attitude? Why do you have such an attitude? Why is this so mean? That bunny made me so mad. I hate that dumbass bunny. Me too, man. That fucking wretch. I hate that stupid... What is it? Bunny. Googled it and I saw... I did it, but I'm blaming you. Yeah, and it's like, alright, I'm gonna kill you. Kill that bunny with hammers. Ah, really though. But this is just like the meanest thing. And people would wear that shit so proudly. Grandpa's off his meds again. He's talking about a happy bunny again. Dude, I'm sorry. Like, that fucking vermin, I'm gonna kill that thing. I just looked it up. What the actual heck? Right, man? It's mean. And for what? So mean. Things have like people wear those shirts, like the Marilyn Monroe picture. That's like, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. And I'm like, boy, I want to stay within. I don't want to be within like 10 feet of you. Forget deserving you. I don't want to perceive you, man. Who invented this, bro? Probably like some evil ass guy. Probably called like, I don't know. It's like an evil name, like Vladimir. Like nefarious, Mr. Vladimir Nefarious, probably some like evil ass person. Spencer, dude, that's probably so true. He probably is some Spencer asshole. Spencer, like Snake or something. I don't know. Pretty sure his name is Jim. There's no way somebody who is as pure of heart as somebody named Jim. There's nobody out there named Jim. Alright? There's nobody out there named Jim who would be evil enough to do that, alright? Because you know why? Jim is a shortened version, and this is true. Like, genuinely. I buy into this idea. People who are named Jim are pure of heart. Because you know why they're called Jim and not James? They're called Jim because somebody shortened their name out of affection, you know? Somebody truly loves Jim. Somebody really loves Jim. Nobody out there who is loved on this earth would create that fucking vermin. It was probably Jared. You're so right. It probably was Jared. Jim Pickens. What a fucking pull, man. That's that Call Me Kevin guy, right? I haven't watched him in years, man. Is he doing good? Jim is short for James. Yeah, I think so. Jared Spencer. Dude, I'm sorry, man. I would not trust no motherfucker named Jared Spencer. Sorry, Jared Spencer in Omaha, Nebraska. For what? Thanks for watching the stream, first of all. Second of all, I don't trust you. You're an enemy. I don't trust you. I thought it was short for Jimmy. And Jimmy is like an alternate James, right? Like, how is Bob short for Robert? I don't know, but like that's English is funny sometimes, you know? How's Dan short for Daniel? It's ridiculous. I've heard Jimmy used for James, but not Jim. Jim is absolutely a shortened version of James. I knew a guy named Jim who went by James. Well, his real name was James, but he went by Jim. I've met this person. I can, like, find him. Oh my god, wait. That was, like, exactly how much I need? That's... Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, no. Actually, I think we're gonna be a little bit short. Shit. I think I'm, like, 4 grand short. What the fuck? Really? I think I'm 4 grand short or something like that. I needed 21,000. Damn it. Alright, fuck it. We can use previous methods. I'm using Money Rock. I'm just gonna hit the Money Rock. I'm not gonna dive in there for one creature, or however many creatures. I gotta go get my shovel, though, first. You tell me Jimmy Neutron is James Neutron. Probably, yeah. Alright, I gotta remember my rock layout here. This one was real. It's alright. Catch some bees. I could catch some bees, but just finding the money rock one time would be easier. Probably. What are you hooting at? Knock it off. I'm not in the mood for you. Happy birthday! Oh, really? Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, but no, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. I swear to God, one of these two is going to talk to me mid-Money Rock. Actually, I think this is fake. Alright. I don't think that's enough by itself. But that plus the Money Rock. Get your fucking life together, dude. Come on. Seriously, focus. Ooh, Pillium. Oh, I don't have my net, though. How many consoles do you even own, man? What? You talking to me? I don't know, a very normal amount, I think. How many consoles does the average, like, white guy own? Quite a few, probably. Where's my Money Rock? Like, my short name makes sense. Lee, short for Lee Ann. I got a little, like, off topic, but sort of related to that. Why every white woman in the United States, middle name is fucking Lee? L-E-I-G-H, L-E-E. Every white woman born after 1993 in the United States got middle name Lee. What's up with that? Crazy. What swept the world in the 90s and 2000s that they had to call their newborn daughter Lee, their middle name? And now everyone's gonna be like, not mine, mine's not Lee. Well, you know what I mean, though. You probably know like 15 people that have this, though. Marie is also super common. White women only have like 5 middle names. Now that, I don't think that's too radical. Maybe they're not all called Lee. The white women born after 1993 in the United States only know a handful of things. And they only have like 5 different middle names. Ray, Lee, Marie. Charge They Phone, Hot Chip, Elizabeth. Yeah. Alright, anyway. No, I don't want to deposit. Dude, I can't believe we made $500,000 just in sea creatures today. That's fucking crazy, basically, anyway. Oh, why not talk to old Nookus Tookus yet? I'm gonna go talk to him, then. I'm farming for security answer questions. No, I'd be asking for your mom's maiden name, the name of your first pet, where you had your first kiss, or whatever the fuck. Or the name of your middle school math teacher, or whatever. Alright, I got you, man. Yeah, and then, I don't know. We'll decide sometime between this stream and next stream what we want to do for this next debt. Because we don't have to do sea creatures again. We could pivot to something else just to get a little break. That would be nice. But, I don't know. We'll see. What would you say is a common guy's middle name? Oh, William. I'm not saying white dudes don't also have, like, 5 middle names, but, like, William, James, John, Michael. Pretty much all the most common, like, first names can also be the most common middle names as well. Alexander, Edward, oh, yeah. Nice, with 12 grand left over. Daniel? I don't know. Maybe Daniel's a common middle name. I don't know. David's a popular middle name? I'd hate to be the guy with David in my name. Oh, happy day. Because if I talk to him again, I'm going to have to choose. First of all, let's pull up the browser here. Alright? And let's check off that right there. That's another debt paid off. What do you guys feel? Let me ask you. Between, like, let's say between fish and bugs and just doing the last sea creature, what would you guys prefer to do next? Is that all the debts in this game? Yup. Yup. Because, like, we can do more. We could do the last sea creature, just get that knocked out. Or we could do fish. We can pivot to fish. We could do bugs. It seems like you guys are all choosing either one of bugs or fish. Damn near nobody wants to see me do sea creatures. That's cool. I'm fine with that. I could give my thumb a break for, you know, a little while. We're gonna have to do it eventually. But, yeah, also part of me is, like, do sea creatures just to get it over with.
Money, money, money.
My first Dagnel stream.
Hi.
Love your YouTube videos, D.
D. Yeah, it's me. Hey, thanks, Cassidy Stupid Star, for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, you'd know a lot about stupid stars, considering you are one. Man, I really do want to get it over with. I really do kind of just want to get sea creatures over with. I think I might just do that. And then the world is our oyster after that. I think I'll just do that. Alright, so we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do more sea creatures. I know. You're sick of it, I'm sick of it. But, hey, you know, what did we got, like, we streamed for what? Only just over 3 hours today? And then the next debt is what? Only 100,000 more than what we got today? So we need to do everything we did today, plus, like, another, like, 30 or 45 minutes of deep sea creature diving. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's fine. That's not bad. We can do that. We can do that. It's fine. We can do that. And then we can do fun bugs and fish. And then turnips and then interests and fucking everything else. And then move on to the new horizons that we be done. I was saying it, like, the end is near in sight. More than you might think. Alright. And not the secret storage room either. My, you got quite an array of choices. Yeah, let's just keep expanding what we got. The only room that we can still expand, man. The second floor. And he's gonna tell me some shit like, I think that's gonna come to a piddly 598,000 bells. I'm just gonna guess. He's gonna say some shit. Your total amount comes to a piddling 598,000. Ah, how did I know? Let's do it. Fuck it. Get these stupid sea creatures over with. Sorry, I just gotta, like, snarl for a minute. Is that alright? Fine. It's gotta, like, alright, but I'm fine. Alright, so we'll come back tomorrow. We'll pause the timer, and we'll finish these fucking sea creatures. 57 hours, 32 minutes, and 16 seconds. Alright. Cool. Thanks for being here today. I very much appreciate it. I'll be live again tomorrow. Same time. Join the Discord. !Discord. Best way to keep up with me on and off the stream and get notified when I go live. If you enjoyed the stream today, drop a follow if you're on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube. And yeah, join the Discord. !Discord. Have a good rest of your day. And I will see you all tomorrow. See you.